What really gets my dick hard is...
So fucking what?
Hi everyone, this is Tom Quee here from Alpha Metallica, and you're listening to Metal Up Your Podcast.
Is this some conspiracy? Crucified for no sins, an image beneath me, lost within our plans for life. It all seems so unreal. I'm a man caught in half in this world, left to my misery.
Welcome to Metal Up Your Podcast. I'm Ethan Luck.
And I'm Clint Wells.
This is episode 80. We are so close to 100. It's so exciting. And this week, we've got some special guests. We're talking about all the Metallica records, our favorite songs, our least favorite songs. We got a Sweet 16 coming up. And most importantly, like I said at the top, we have the Brads on the show from Single Podcast Theory.
So dubbed the Bradlingtons.
Hello.
By their fans.
So I dubbed the Bradlingtons.
James?
Giant.
Clint.
Ooh, Pearl Jam. So Pearl Jam is one of Ethan and my other minds. Pearl Jam
Both of
is
yours.
another band that Ethan and I love quite a lot. And I guess last September, our friends, the Brads, Brad Blazek and Brad Lyons, started the premiere and currently still somehow only Pearl Jam podcast.
Is it still the only Pearl Jam podcast?
There's one out there, but he's only doing a few episodes, and it's like in honor of these home and away shows that coming up this summer. But
Copy
that's
that,
it.
okay.
Gotcha.
I think for every non-Pearl Jam podcast that has started to compete with you, 800 Metallica podcasts.
That's right, yeah.
That's the actual ratio
I think
that I
we
had a
hit
mathematician
850
come
now,
up with.
last I checked.
So
How many are there for real?
6?
5 or 6.
Wow.
Speak and Destroy, Alpha Metallica, Metallichat,
Metallicast.
Metallicast. Are we leaving one out? And then us. That's 5.
Maybe it's just 5.
Okay.
Let's just say 10.
That's crazy.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Yeah, we're
They're
done.
all
This is our
great.
final episode.
How many existed when you guys started?
Just one, Metallichat.
Metallichat. Technically
Interesting.
one.
Didn't they stop for a while though?
They're
They're not consistent.
they're not very consistent. I mean,
Okay.
super nice dudes, but they don't do one like we're every single Monday, as you
Right.
know, and,
Right.
and they are not. So
They're probably the most relaxed out of the bunch.
yeah, let's just say we were the first then.
No problem.
First consistent.
We were the first consistent Metallica podcast.
Anyway, we're excited. Both the Brads are massive Metallica fans. If you guys remember from our St. Louis episode, Brad Blazek, one of the co-hosts here, is the dude who took me to the Snake Pit. We had a boys' day out in old St. Louis. I caught a pic from James Hetfield, gave it to him. He cried and shit at the same time. It was awkward. It smelled
Literally.
terrible.
Yeah, the drive home must have been
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to get into all this. We're going to talk about our favorite and least favorite songs. That'll be fun.
so fun.
In the meantime, let's burn down the housekeeping stuff.
Let's
I'm
do it.
always very self-conscious of this part when we have guests like Tom on
Right.
or they're in the room with us. Because I'm worried that they're like, these guys are full of it.
They love themselves.
So,
Nope.
here's the deal. If you like the show and you haven't done it already, go leave us that iTunes review. Clickety-clack your way over there. Only takes a second. Have you left a review?
Oh yeah.
Have you left a review? Mm-hmm. Guess who left the first ever review for Single Podcast Theory podcast? Single Podcast Theory.
Cliff Schmerton.
Podcast Theory single.
It was Clint Wells.
You're the first?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, that's
Thanks,
right.
man.
Anyway, go leave it. It goes a long way. If you don't want to, that's also completely A-okay with me. I
A-okay.
understand. I understand it.
We get it.
We get it.
You have busy lives.
Things are happening.
I mean, it's summertime.
It's hot.
It's so hot. So you're going to be inside more. Why would you be on your computer if you're in the house, you know?
Totally.
It makes no sense to leave a review for us.
Can't imagine why you would do it.
Why?
In fact, you know what? Don't do it.
You know what? Don't
leave the
ever
review.
do
Challenge.
it again.
Don't leave the review.
Don't do it. Now everyone's going to go do it.
We have a cool thing called Patreon. You're going to hear a commercial about that later. In the meantime, we'd like to give a shout out to all our new patrons. This week we have a new one. I'm going to let Ethan read it.
Because it might be my favorite name we've ever had between any Patreon or review. This is Thoralf Winghus.
Who is, if you're wondering, is
name.
definitely the Slytherin of the Slytherin tribe.
Yeah, he lives in the Slytherin house for sure.
Look, the Magic Hat chooses, and the Magic Hat chose Thoralf.
It's actually called the Sorting Hat.
Oh, excuse me. But it is magic.
It is magical.
Or is it some sort of natural process of which it floats and chooses the child for the
Yeah,
house?
he doesn't even float. It just kind of sits there and has a mouth.
It floats, right?
You go to the Slytherin house. That's a pretty good Sorting Hat voice, I know. It's kind of like Dave Mustaine.
Some of the exact.
You're definitely Gryffindor.
Well, when I go to Hogwarts this summer, I'm sure to hope that I get Gryffindor.
Sorry, kid. Slytherin for you.
Sorry, not sorry.
You're just lucky you didn't get Hufflepuff.
No, I
I
heard
just
it
want to
all.
spit out my water.
I heard Chris Broderick got locked into the Ravenclaw.
Reminds me of my song Hooks in You.
Okay, thanks to Thoralf of Slytherin for becoming a patron. We really appreciate that. We love all our patrons. It goes a long way in helping the show grow and quality and content. We're able to do all sorts of special things like merch. We got a killer website, metalupyourpodcast.com, where you can buy t-shirts and you can listen to other podcasts Ethan and I have been on, including previous episodes of Single Podcast Theory, in which the Brads and I talked about No Code. And we also did this episode we're about to do now. We did that with Pearl Jam, least and favorite songs from all 10 of their studio records.
Yeah, man.
10 for 10.
It was a good time.
That's right.
We're on all the socials.
Have you heard of social media?
I love how just crestfallen you get every episode when you have to talk about the socials.
We're on the socials. Well, it went from, like, at the beginning of this podcast, like, explaining it. We're on Facebook, and here's the address. We're on Instagram, and here.
Oh, we did the same thing.
Yeah, now it's like, we're on the socials. If you're on them, just search our name, and you'll find it.
Yeah.
That's really it.
As if people, they know how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I hope so. When I'm my best self, I believe they know how to do it.
I mean, I'm fairly confident, like, my grandfather, before he passed away, probably wouldn't know what Instagram was. He's also not a Metallica fan, so...
Well, when we did our Detroit live show, though, we were pretty amazed by how many people did not know what a podcast was.
Oh, yeah.
I believe that. That's
It was
weird.
depressing.
But they
Yeah.
weren't even, like... It wasn't like some 7-year-old dude who, like, just got a smartphone that his granddaughter got for him.
Right.
It was like someone, like, my age, like, what's a podcast? I, like, show them... I'm like, you have an app on your phone? They're like, no, I don't. I'm like, just me. Yes, you do. And I had to show
that's
them.
amazing.
Yeah.
Because, like, I've heard people say that I don't really understand what a podcast is.
Right.
I don't know that I've ever heard, what's a fucking podcast?
Exactly. It was strange.
And it was often.
Yeah.
But we've got our people. People have found us and they're on the ride,
Oh, yeah.
and I feel
Yeah.
so grateful for them. And
Yeah, and when we speak, they sit up at attention.
we do Instagram Live, which is...
Sorry.
we say jump, they say how high.
Really uncomfortable. This pillow behind me there. Oh, that's much.
I was actually just thinking, because we were kind of riffing on Mustaine a little bit. I hope we're not going to talk about him today, are we? Is he involved in today's activities? He'll come up, won't he? Ooh.
I just
There
went
it goes.
I just went to kick my feet up on Clint's lovely. What do you call these usually?
It's
I
called
got
an
it.
ottoman.
I got
An
this.
ottoman.
I
And
got it.
apparently, there's children's toys in there.
Yeah, they're motion activated.
I activated
Hey,
one.
Chucky.
Every parent knows that, you've heard the sort of colloquial joke about taking the batteries out of your kids' toys. Like, well, it doesn't work anymore, babe. Don't know what happened. That is real.
Have you done it?
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
One day, your daughter's going to listen back to this podcast and be like, "Dad,
That son of a... I knew
he's so
it.
mean."
All right. We read 5 emails a week. Are we in the emo corner now? Should we
We're-
wait for this
we're-
toy to stop?
No, that
No.
toy is so
No,
quiet.
please, no.
This is our.
Let it go, let it go. Let's rock it to the email corner.
Let's do it. All right, this week we have some rocking emails, guys.
We're rocking out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, man, this rocks. All right, our first email is from Matt Pendo. So in 1986, I was a poser. Thanks for the email, Matt. We appreciate it.
Gown.
The Trues were all around me, and I was jealous. They had way cool patches, and I had nothing. My friend Steve Mina, saddest of all last names, let me borrow the Master Puppets cassette, and I could not wrap my tiny mind around it. A few months later, he loaned me Garage Days, and it unlocked everything. I got Puppets back, and it's still my favorite album ever. Your show is as good as it gets. Sincerely, Jay Cobra.
How about that for a name?
Wait a second.
I thought it was Matt Pendo.
Matt Pendo.
What?
Jay Cobra?
Good night, Dark Continent. We are Marcy Playground and Jay Cobra.
Listen, Matt Pendo. First of all, if you email us again, don't you ever use your real name ever again. I want to say, what's up, fuckers? Jay Cobra here.
What's the J
Hiss,
stand?
hiss.
What does the J stand for? Brad Blazek. What does the J stand
Justice.
for? Justice Cobra.
Justice Cobra.
He starred in a lot of movies with Chuck Norris around the late 80s, early 90s. That was Delta Force Part 8.
Anyways, Jay Cobra, thank you for the email.
Thanks, Jay Cobra.
Jay,
It sounds
Jay
really
Cobra.
weird to say it casually.
Oh, hey, Jay Cobra.
Jay Cobra, thanks for the email, man.
Our next email is from our friend and patron Alex Finney. He says, I hope this email finds you and the Metal Up Your Podcast family in good cheer. As I was ruminating on episode 79, it came to me how perfect of an illustration Lords of Summer and the Metallica family is, juxtaposed to the butthurt Dave Mustaine and so-called Trues. To make a long story short, Trues are stuck in some glory days of their youth, cannot move on. On the other side, Metallica recomposes a song that matures the expressions on Kill 'Em All of why we are Metallica fans. The best part, and he quotes the lyric, at last the thawing has begun, come trade your darkness for the sun, melting the chill of winter's turn, so celebrate and let your fires burn, the lords of summer have returned. And Alex writes, and I agree with this, he says it's not a boast, it's the truth. He says if you're a first four-er, meaning I guess the first four Metallica records.
True.
He says the song is basically inviting you to come get back on the ride. He says you're going to regret not seeing Metallica in their second prime. Not many bands ever pull this off. If you got off at the load-reload era and you're now in your 40s and 50s, sit down with those songs and read the lyrics. Your dilemmas, your fears, and hopes are in those songs. And he says, quick note on Papa Het and the dadness of him. He's transcended typical rock god status. He lets the mortal side out for us to see. He's too aware to ever become a parody of himself. He was my favorite in my youth as the mighty Het. And now he knows we're out there in that mass of people with our kids, so now he's Papa Het. And he's still among the coolest rock stars ever. Love the long episodes. You guys are pros. As always, much love and respect from Peoria, Illinois, New Jersey. Alex Finney.
What's up, Alex?
Good points. Alex Finney's a pretty smart cat. He always has insightful things to say about stuff.
Alex Kinney was also one of the...
Finney.
I said Kinney, didn't I? On
Yes,
accident.
you did.
Sorry.
God
I'm
damn it.
sorry. Jay Cobra's coming after me for that
Jay
one.
Cobra. What if he just swung in on a fucking vine and slit your throat?
Swung in on a snake.
What if he jumped in front of you right now, like out of a fog cloud, and just went swick, 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 and then he went away, and you just look at me, and then like you fell into a million pieces.
Well,
because he got.
Thank God you have two other co-hosts with you today.
We'll clean Ethan's.
Clean it up.
We'll clean Ethan's
He already
massive
spilled
flesh
orange
and
juice on
bone.
your carpet.
later.
Now he spilled himself and his blood on you. Alex Finney was one of the good, fine folks that came to one of my shows when me and Jack went out and did those solo shows together. He came to the Champaign, Illinois show. So thank you again, Alex.
All right, Alex.
Nice.
Astute points. Now, who's going to read this next one? One of our guests is going to read. Who's doing it?
I'll read it.
Okay, Brad Lyons.
All right, we've got Matt. Is it Kerr?
I believe
Kerr? Kerr?
Kerr.
He says, Clinton Ethan, I'm listening to your latest episode, and I'm wondering if you would mind in a future episode explaining how musicians get paid for each album. Oh, that's a good question. For example, you mentioned Dave Mustaine having co-writing credits on several songs and that he has been paid for these over the years. Are royalties based solely on writing credit, or non-credited full-time members also cut in too? Rob has a couple of credits on Hardwired, and Kirk, who lost his phone, has none. But they play on each song. Do Rob and Kirk get something for playing, or is it mostly going to James and Lars? Or do most of Kirk / Rob's earnings come from other Metallica enterprises, such as tour, merch, endorsements, etc.? Should we stop there or finish reading?
Yeah, if you guys don't mind, I'll take this.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, Brad Lyons, who's one of the co-hosts who just read that email, is also a professional musician down in Birmingham. He's a producer and a songwriter. For many, many years, he was living in Nashville as a guitar player. So there's your little Cliff's notes on him.
Yeah.
So and I know Blazik, you're an admirer from far away. So
Yes.
if any of you, though, however, maybe you have some knowledge I don't, want to jump in, feel free to.
Sure.
Now, here's how it works. So you get paid in two ways as a songwriter. One is called performance royalties, okay, which is anytime a song that you wrote is played on the radio or a streaming service or performed live in a bar somewhere. And I believe it's... Well, so we all have a PRO, right? What does that stand for? Performance Rights Organization?
Professional.
Who collect all that. So their job is to go find out, like, if your song played on a TV show or was in a TV trailer,
Right.
they go find all that money and they get you paid. So, like, I'm with BMI,
I'm with BMI. Yeah.
ASCAP.
and then there's CSAC, right?
CSAC,
The third
yeah.
one. And they sort of collect performance royalties. So that's one area. The other is called mechanicals, which is anytime a copy is made of something you did, whether it's CD, vinyl, or an MP3, you get paid. Is it 9 cents for one
I
of
don't know
those?
the rate currently.
So that's how that breaks down.
Yeah.
If you're selling a shit ton of records and getting a lot of streams on whatever, you can actually still make money. Very hard to otherwise.
I know the current streaming rate for Spotify. They're paying. That's awful.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's just if you have publishing. That's if you wrote it. And usually you're splitting that with a publisher. So the other way to get paid if you just played on something is called special payments. You guys probably know about that, where like every August, if you played on a record, you get a check. So even if I just play guitar on it. So that's, in the world of Metallica, I don't think they're really that worried about that. On Death Magnetic, Kirk and Rob had a co-write on every song,
Right.
which I think was more of a gesture.
There's a hurdy-gurdy player out there that's getting a check every August. You know that.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Clint Wells.
Yep, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, there is one, and he probably did pretty well. But the problem with getting paid the special payments is what you do has to be on a card.
Right.
And a lot of records I end up playing on are like, I don't want to say handshake deals. That sounds seedy.
Right. Exactly.
But I'm invited and the management cuts me a check. I'm not like filling out a union card.
Master rate scale
Exactly.
for the day. And
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think it's safe to say, at least for me, that like the majority of things I've played on, I'm not getting paid for because for just my performance on the record.
Right.
Because it was all like, hey, come in and do this.
Yeah,
right.
Okay,
exactly.
cool. And then I might get paid for it.
Right.
But I didn't sit there and fill out what you're talking about.
I have a few of those where like for whatever reason, what I did was through the AFM or something, the American Federation of Musicians or whatever, where I had to do it like through a card, and I'll get payments in August, and I don't even know what they're for.
Right. Yeah.
They're not for a lot of money. I'm not getting rich off that.
Yeah, it's like
sure.
$2 or $3 grand or
But
something.
they never
Yeah.
even really say what it's for. It won't be like, oh, you played this song was on Grey's Anatomy.
That's the same. Yeah, when I get checks for any like music betting stuff I have out in the world for TV stuff, it'll literally just say like U.S. television. Maybe it'll say prime time,
Right.
or it won't even say the network.
Right.
So the deal with Dave is, he's getting publishing credit, the performance royalties, and the mechanicals for what does he have? He has 6 Jump in the
like that.
Fire, 4 Horsemen, Metal Militia,
The Mechanicals.
Phantom Lord, Call of Cthulhu, and Ride the Lightning. So he made a lot of money off that.
Yeah.
In terms of what they get paid for like
Still does.
merchandise and stuff, that just
Yeah,
depends
right.
on how they're cut in on like back end shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'd imagine they we saw a little glimpse of kind of what they were cutting Rob in on in some kind of Monster, where it's like, you're an owner in this band, you get 25%.
He had an equal vote.
Exactly, equal vote. I'm sure that there's like, I'm sure at their level they're not like, all right, Rob, you get a bonus.
Right.
It's just like, hey, this is what we made in merch, and your cut is this or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know about live, like if maybe they have enough money where they're like, they're selling out stadiums. I mean, who knows how much they're making? Like $1 million a night? I don't know.
It's very.
I don't know if they're
possible.
splitting that 4 ways or what, or if Lars and James get a lion's share. And I mean, I don't know.
I don't either.
That's actually up to whoever.
Right.
And a lot of times, bands, even though they may not have written part of the song, they split all the publishing 4 ways.
Right.
Some
Because
bands
that
do
solves
that,
a
yeah.
lot of problems.
Yeah.
It can solve and or create a lot of problems too.
True.
Like later on, if like one guy's doing all the work and writing, and then everyone else is getting lazier and lazier, and it's like, well,
it's true.
Why am I giving the rest of my publishing
You
to
need
these
that
guys?
healthy competition.
Right.
I tend to fall on the side of like if I wrote it, I want the fucking credit.
Right.
I want the publishing because I wrote it.
Yeah, I've never been in the position where I've had to decide that. Like if as a solo artist, if all of a sudden like I had a full-time band or whatever, and we were doing well, and they were involved in the records and stuff, it might be different. I might change my mind, but yeah, as of now, I do everything. So I'm going to go ahead and Mustaine it.
I think what they did with Death Magnetic is they gave everyone publishing on every song as a way of like, that was like them saying like we're a team, right?
Yeah.
This new record though, it's like all Hetfield, all Rick, except for
right.
well, Mankind is Rob, and Rob has a credit on Lords of Summer,
Right.
But like Coldplay, they split it all. I think U2 does.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell.
I mean,
I guess there's no like right or wrong path.
yeah, it's how you operate your band. I mean, it's like a family. I mean, some people will pull their own weight, some people won't. If you're not the main songwriter, but you also might be kick ass at this area of managing your band.
You're
as far
really
as like,
good at MapQuest.
You're really good at MapQuest and printing out all those pages for tour.
Yeah.
And you buy the best
You can
atlas.
you can drive the van and trailer through like a crowded Miami city.
Oh, yeah.
So you have value other than the
You can
songwriting.
parallel park that motherfucker in Miami.
You ever had to do that? You guys ever had to do
Yep.
that?
What?
Parallel park a van with a trailer?
Not in Miami,
Oh,
but
yeah.
yes.
Not in Miami?
Not in Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi?
Miyagi-san.
You stole mine.
Bonsai.
Bonsai.
Yeah, Daniel's son.
Oh shit! Are you going that route?
Pandora's box is opening itself.
You much humor. Don't get me going on Karate Kid. I just finished watching the Cobra Kai series too. So.
Is it good?
It's so good.
Yeah, I've wanted to dip into that.
It's nothing but nostalgia, and it's for me as a huge fan of the Karate Kid series in the '80s. It's everything I wanted it to be.
Matt has more email.
Yes. So he continues by saying, as for Dave Mustaine, I saw Megadeth last summer at a club venue. He went on at length about how much he prized his Grammy Award for Dystopia. Not Megadeth's Grammy. His Grammy. I get that Kiko and Dirk may not be full members, but what about Dave Ellefson? Keep up the good work.
It's my Grammy, not yours.
I'm sorry. I know you probably don't want to talk about him anymore, and I'm not trying to start it, but
Par for the course.
was
man.
it last week? I just love that you guys finally just said fuck it and was like, this dude
Went
fucking
off.
sucks.
Well, it's also tough to ignore this since the first couple emails have mentioned Dave Mustaine, and before we're like, are we going to talk about Mustaine this week? Well,
Yeah.
Yes.
we don't have to go into detail about this. It's fine. I mean,
Sure.
but I get it. Dave Mustaine is the mastermind behind Megadeth, and he basically wrote all the songs. But when it comes to a Grammy, that is for, in my opinion, everybody involved in that record.
I agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Like Chris Adler from Lamb of God played drums on that record. I'm assuming, gets a Grammy too. So, for him to say my Grammy, it's like, okay, cool, yeah, it's yours, but it's also as much theirs too.
But to me, and this is the difference between someone cool and someone who's a douchebag. Even if I, in my secret heart, thought, you know what, I feel so vindicated. It's been so many years in the shadow of this band. Like I can see with my close friends and family being like, that was a huge validation for me personally.
Sure.
It does in many ways feel like my Grammy. All right, okay. To be on a fucking stage into
Yeah.
a microphone, oh my! Did I say mine again? Well, my Grammy. Oh, hold on, something in my butt here. Oh, it's my Grammy. Apparently, it was up there this whole time.
Intro by Metallica music when you accepted your award.
Totally.
by the way.
I can't
right.
get away from this Metallica curse.
Does each member get their own Grammy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much anybody involved in the record will get a Grammy.
Yeah.
Producer,
they may not be
engineer.
on the stage or something, but,
Right.
but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, like I was nominated for one. Have I mentioned that before? But had the band whose record I played on won a
You would've
Grammy,
got
I would
a
get
statue.
one. Even though I'm not in the band, I literally played on 4 songs, but I would still get one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Thanks, Matt, for the good question. All right, Blazy.
Elvind Stromstad?
That's Ravenclaw for sure.
Yeah, he's Ravenclaw. for sure.
Elvin Stromstad.
I think it's Ivan.
Ivan? Ivan?
It's EI. Yeah.
No, that's an L.
Strom's-
That's
Oh, it's an L.
It's a typo.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh.
Elvin.
Still Ravenclaw.
Stromstad.
Most importantly, he's in Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
Stromstad. Did you guys ever watch, because this is my show. Sorry.
No. What do you want to talk about?
I'm done.
What did we watch?
Did you ever watch HomestarRunner.com?
Of course.
A little bit.
Strong Sad.
Strong
bad.
Strong bad. And
Well, there's strong bad, strong sad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That just made me think of that.
Yeah.
The email.
Continue. I'm sorry.
The email.
Maybe it's from a female.
Ivan writes in, "Ahoy, Clint and Ethan."
Oh, like we're getting
Ahoy.
nautical.
It's probably because of my Hawaiian shirt phase.
Yeah, we're just so like perpetually on a boat now.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. Elvin.
Raven Club.
We haven't even heard what this motherfucker has to say yet,
I know.
dude.
I discovered your podcast just recently and have been binging through the first 20 episodes over the last couple of weeks. Even though Metallica has always been my band, listening to you
Has really.
Thank you. Listening to you has really rejuvenated my interest in the band. I reckon my wife is getting really tired of hearing about Metallica anecdotes. by
I
now.
know she is.
Yes, she is.
Bear in mind that since I'm still 2 years behind, I know nothing about how the format has evolved or what topics have already been discussed, but I do have a suggestion. I've always been an avid supporter of Load and Reload, but it pains me to admit that those albums contain more filler songs than any other Metallica album.
Wow.
Some might argue that Saint Anger is all filler, but at least that album is consistent. I like this dude.
Do you?
LASIK?
What if, after the idea of a double album was canned, the band decided to release only a single album with a maximum of 74 minutes of music? No filler, only kick-ass songs. What should the track list have been? And he says, don't you dare cut Where the Wild Things Are.
A song that most people who don't deride these records think is total filler.
Yes.
And the problem presents itself. Like a chick chewing its way out of an egg. The problem presents itself. The snake eats its tail, Brad. Right?
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Have you guys seen Clint's new nature show?
Yeah.
We have discussed, like, we want
I
to
think
do
we're gonna do an episode on that.
like the best of Load Reload, like our dream track listing.
Like maybe if someone had never heard those records and maybe the Black Album's too much for them, which I don't know if those are people I want to have a convo with in the first place.
I don't even know them.
But let's say they're dead to me. I don't even know
Long
them.
time ago. Yeah.
Maybe we could put together, a 12 song.
I mean, 74 minutes that's quite a bit. That's a lot of music. Like an average album, what would you say is like 45 minutes?
Yeah, 40, 50, yeah.
Now, Metallica has tended to write lengthy songs, so maybe that's acceptable. But either way, I think, I would love to do a best of Load Reload. Like, what would Preload sound like? Or Unload, really.
We have to call it Unload because of Paul.
Yeah, Paul?
Yeah, that's true.
Hold on. Hold on 1 second, for real.
He might be here.
Paul! Paul! He's not here.
Is it worth a shot?
1 second.
Paul! Paul!
Nope, not here.
He's in this goddamn ottoman.
He's making that noise.
Yeah,
pushing
playing with
the
that
toys.
toy.
Help me! He's like SOSing. He's like
Right.
Morse coding his way out. If any of you Melt Up Your Podcast fans are listening, I'm in Clint's ottoman.
Why doesn't this door of the Explorer do SOS?
All right, shockingly, there's more email here. What do we got, Blaze?
You want me to read it?
It's still the same one?
Oh.
You left off at Where the Wild Things Are.
No, I said that.
No, that's where you.
Yeah,
That's
that's
where
Oh,
you
I
said
left
you
off. Okay.
Let's argue about it.
I think...
Let's get to the bottom of this.
Paul!
Paul?
I think this could make for a really interesting playlist. Keep up the great work. Sincerely, Ivan Elvind.
All right. Thank you, Ivan Elvind. We played a show maybe like 6 months ago, and to our humor and also to our existential bummeredness, saw on the date sheet that before us, about 3 slots up, was an Elvis impersonator.
Ooh.
But his name was Elvis Dennis.
Are you
Elvis
kidding me?
Dennis?
Because his name is Dennis,
Right.
and he's an Elvis impersonator, but on the date sheet it said Elvis Dennis.
At least do like Elvis Dennis Lee or something.
Okay, so that's just what was on the day sheet. That's not what he goes by, right?
We didn't catch his set.
Oh, okay.
Surprisingly, we didn't catch the set.
Shockingly.
But we've laughed about that for a long time.
Elvis
Dennis. Okay, our last email.
Last email's from Eddie Johansson. Hi, Clinton, Ethan, and the Brads. Maybe a strange question, but if you could rearrange the order of the Metallica albums, what order would you place them in? For example, swapping Lightning and Kill 'Em All to have a better debut. Would love to know what you think. Eddie from Sweden! I mean...
I don't think I would change any of them.
I wouldn't change anything. I think that, sure, if you, let's say you swapped Lightning and Kill 'Em All, like, would it be a better debut? I think it still would have had a dramatic impact at that era of history in music. Because it would still sound like nothing else that came out at that time.
Yeah.
You know? Sure. But Kill 'Em All, I think, is the perfect debut for Metallica.
I agree.
Because it's so thrashy, so dirty sounding, and it was like the perfect, they took all their influences and threw them in a blender, and you get Kill 'Em All,
Right.
Now, if it was like Puppets, maybe Puppets wouldn't have done as good. I don't know.
The thought experiment fails in the beginning just because I can't imagine Kill 'Em All being after any of those other records.
Right.
Kill 'Em All would also probably be considered like not a great record after, let's say it was Lightning, Puppets, then Kill 'Em All.
Yeah, I agree.
I think people would be like, whoa, this doesn't sound that good.
Yeah.
That could have been the Saint Anger of the 80s.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mind shattered.
Wow, Ethan.
Butt blown out.
That's
I no
why
longer.
I'm in Gryffindor.
I no longer have a butt. It's gone.
It's gone.
Blew up when you made that.
There's just a torso and legs over there in that chair.
It's like the one video.
Yep. Mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that simple. If you want to get a hold of us, mailupyourpodcastshow@gmail.com, and we might read your thing on the goddamn thing. Let's get out of here.
Let's do it. Hey, this is Ethan and Clint from Metal Up Your Podcast, and we want to talk to you about something we love called Patreon.
That's right. Patreon is a way for fans of the show to give back to the show, to donate money that helps us in quality and content. And not only that, but we've actually come up with all sorts of fun incentives to give back to you for supporting the show.
Exactly. For instance, if you donate $5 or more, you get access to Cover Our World Blackened, which is the official Metal Up Your Podcast Metallica cover EP.
That's right, and that's the only way to get it. In addition to the EP, we also give you priority email access, meaning we'll read your email first on the show. We give you early access to Patreon-exclusive merchandise, Patreon-exclusive giveaways, and any other side projects that Ethan and I might be involved in.
There's all sorts of things you can look at on there and you can donate to. Go check it out. Patreon.com/metalupyourpodcast. How do you spell that, Clint?
patreon.com/metalupyourpodcast. And if you really think about it, $5 a month for an entire year, that's really just like a cup of coffee a month. So go check it out. Thanks, everyone. Peace.
Adios.
Don't you dare talk about Dorothy Mantooth. I'm going to take your mother, Dorothy Mantooth, on a date and not call her back.
Take her out to a nice steak dinner.
Dude, we met that guy, David Kushner.
Really?
Or
He's
what's
hilarious.
his name?
Keckner.
Keckner. So the artist I play for, Rodney Atkins, I guess he's a fan, and we were playing at some show, and he introduced us.
No way.
It was amazing. He wrote all these bits about our songs.
Awesome.
No shit.
He used our songs as these jumping
Champ
off points.
kind.
So that night, I tweeted at him, and I said, we were off the show on the bus. I said, "Hey, dude, we all are a huge fan. It's so good seeing you. We'd love for you to come on the bus and have some drinks with us." And he never wrote back until 1 a.m. He wrote back to me, tweeted at me, and wrote, "Had a great time. Sorry I missed you, dudes. Late steak."
Late steak.
Sorry I missed your invitation. Late steak.
I hope he was actually eating a steak, from
I think-
Waffle House or something.
I think that's exactly what it means. Is he ordered a steak late in the night, and
Steak
he was,
and eggs at
he was
Waffle House?
busy.
Late steak.
He was busy eating it.
Champ here. Whammy.
Late steak.
Late steak.
Not I had a late meal. I was
Right.
tired. Sorry I missed it, boys. Late steak.
Late steak.
You get it.
I love
That's
it.
a normal thing to say.
Yeah,
Love
of course
it.
it is.
Late steak.
Love it. No winky winky, no LOL. Late steak,
That's
period.
it. That's it.
All right, we're going to do our least and most favorite here in a second. I want to talk about a little bit of news, so we have to camp out in a bit of a bummer town. We found out a few days ago that Vinnie Paul Abbott, the drummer of the wonderful, wonderful band Pantera, passed away in his sleep, 54 years old. And it's too young.
Of course.
What's up with all these people dying in their 50s? That's
I mean, you can only imagine what like maybe he's done to his body over the years with partying. And
true.
this and that,
They were
you
big
know,
partiers.
I mean, I don't know if he was. I don't know him. I don't really know anybody that knows him. I know people that have met him, but I mean, I don't know if he was, until the day he died, still partying hard or what. So I'm not sure. Have they released the cause of death since?
Heart attack.
Heart
Was it a
attack.
heart attack?
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, he was kind of a bigger guy, wasn't he?
Bigger dude and
Yeah,
big
but-
partier.
Yeah.
But not huge. Not a big like.
No, he's not like morbidly obese or
No,
anything,
no.
but I would imagine a diet of drugs and
Yeah.
I mean, just that's a lot. On
They
your
hit it
heart.
pretty hard. They were pretty known
Yeah,
for
I
that.
mean, he's still. I mean, to present day, like he has his own strip club in Dallas and stuff.
golf themed,
Oh, wow.
apparently.
Golf
themed. Strip
You would
club?
think it'd be like metal or something, but it's golf.
Like you go in there, like go to the driving range and watch girls take off their clothes.
It's not. It's not like Top Golf meets Deja Vu or anything.
That's just,
I don't know what any of
immediately
these
what I
things
meant.
are, by the way.
Yeah,
It's just things you've heard other people
I've
say.
heard other
Yeah.
lascivious fucking rapscallions talk about this crap, bull crap that I hate.
Yeah, where are these places so I know where to stay away from?
yeah. You definitely don't want to be on Dumumbrian and near 12th and 13th.
Stay away.
Stay away.
Stay away.
Late steak.
Late
No, okay,
steak.
so yeah, late steak is great there though. Yeah, delicious. But yeah, I mean, so unfortunately, maybe this is the case that he just kept that partying lifestyle up a little too long, and it finally got took his
Or
life.
sometimes people just fucking die.
No,
You know what I mean?
no. Not me. Not anyone I know and care about. Not you guys.
No one in this room.
No
I'm
one
just
I know
saying.
that's alive has died.
It's true, man. And the thing that for me is like, first of all, it's tragic. He's 54 and he's one of these legendary drummers.
Yeah.
And we're all big Pantera fans, right? We
Sure.
are. I mean, they're probably they're in my top 5
Yeah,
metal bands.
metal bands, I'd put them in my top 10.
There's just something so different and powerful about them. I love the whole groove metal angle. He was such a big part of it. But unfortunately, his death is tethered to Dimes. I couldn't really, process it on its own.
Right? Yeah.
It's like him and his brother,
Right.
and the people who've talked about who knew him well said he was never the same. Him and Dime were super tight.
Oh, I mean, God, I can't imagine.
And to watch
going
your
through that, yeah.
watch your brother get killed on.
Well, I was
on
thinking about
stage.
are their parents still alive?
I think I know the mom isn't. She died
Nice.
at the same age that Vinny did. She was
Okay.
54. I don't know about their dad. Their
He,
dad was
he
like,
is still alive.
He is?
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
lose 2 sons.
Yeah, I mean, it goes without saying that no parent should ever have to bury their kid. But yeah, like to your point, I mean, he wasn't the same after Dime got killed. I mean, those guys grew up playing music together, and as we know, like music is not only this universal language, but it bonds people like closer than brothers.
Yeah.
And they were actual brothers, so it's like those guys were inseparable.
well, and what I liked about their story is like, in contrast to someone like Noel and Liam Gallagher, the story about the Abbott brothers is like the producer who produced like Cowboys from Hell up through Far Beyond Driven. He said he never saw them fight, not one time.
yeah,
Interesting.
They just had this sort of connection. They could just overcome conflict easily.
yeah, for sure.
And to me, Phil Anselmo is hugely responsible for their sound, but really the rhythm section of Pantera is what made it so special.
Oh yeah, I mean, and Vinny is. I mean, he's one of the. I mean, icons of metal as a drummer, in my opinion. I just saw someone, I can't remember who it was, post. I think it was on Instagram. Maybe it was basically calling him like the Bonham of metal. Like
It kind of
so-
looked like John Bonham.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's so much groove and backbeat and like.
Yeah.
I mean, his double kick work was great.
And the way it was produced was just so tight and clean.
Yeah.
He kind of started that really clicky
Oh, yeah.
Kick drum, man. Yeah.
I mean, bands were. It was kind of there, like Justice kind of had it, but like when you heard Cowboys from Hell and like Far Beyond Driven, I mean, Vulgar Display of Power. I mean, it's like they. And I know that there's stories of metal bands like taping quarters to the kick drum beaters in the studio to get that click. I'm sure he did it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's his trick. He used $50.
Here we go.
I just liked he played, unlike most drummers, he didn't play so much to the bass, but he was playing to Dimebag's guitar parts.
Which we talked about was their Van Halen influence.
Right, yeah, right.
And I think the brother part, Van Halen was such a big band for them too because of the brother stuff.
Right? Yeah, of course.
But we talked about it a little bit last night. Brad Blazek and I, he spent the night at my house last night. We watched the Pantera Behind the Music. And, to me, like, what made them so different is they combined Van Halen's vibe, which was kind of a easygoing vibe. Those dudes were funny, especially Dime. Those were some funny cats.
Oh yeah.
With also the humor of Kiss, because they're huge Kiss fans.
Right.
And that's what kind of like, in a time when everyone was just trying to be dark and fucked up and distance themselves from Eddie Van Halen as a shred guy, Dime kind of leaned into it.
Kind of.
You know what I mean? It's what made him, I think, so different and special.
Yeah.
He stood out to me above David Mustaine's and Marty Friedman's and Kirk Hammett's.
Right.
You know, he just did.
For sure.
Yeah,
Whoever the guy in Sepultura is.
Definitely influenced by Eddie Van Halen, but not a copy in
Right.
any way. You know, he's
Very,
totally
very
doing-
much himself.
Yeah, doing his own thing.
Yep. 100%.
A lot of weird, cool noise
Yeah.
type leads.
Good squealy stuff, but not like cheesy squeals.
Yeah,
It's
right.
always
He
real
did-
musical.
I feel like he almost kind of pioneered some of that stuff that maybe rubbed off on Tom Morello.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Like, did a lot of weird, like, squeaky stuff, and, you
The
know.
harmonics, a lot of harmonics.
Oh, his pinch
Mhm.
harmonics were, I mean, flawless.
Yeah. They were just so tight. And they were so hammered all the time. It's just amazing how tight they played. Like,
Yeah.
there were stories about Dime, like, not even be able to walk when he went on stage. Plays a blistering, perfect 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And then gets off stage and
falls
doesn't
over.
know where he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, of course, you know, we love Pantera. I don't know if you guys ever got into Damage Plan or Hell Yeah, but Pantera is kind of like the anchor, I think, for us in our
time.
love of Vinnie Paul and his drumming, and our condolences to his family.
Yep.
To his, you said his father's still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah. And, yeah, everyone blasting Pantera.
Yeah, so we'll dedicate this episode to him, and we're all grieving that together. It sucks.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
I mean, definitely, I liked how Vinny said that all these talks about Pantera reunions, and he was just like, look, that's impossible without my brother. It doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
Right.
But they talked about, like, they had Dime Bash and Zach Wilde stepping in and whatever, doing maybe a tour or something. That's all definitely over.
That's
Because that's
over.
not happening
There's no
without
way.
either
Do you
Abbott
think
brother.
that, because we all know Phil Anselmo is slightly off his rocker,
Yeah.
do you think that he would try to do something now that they're both gone? Or do you think he's just
you
not
mean,
going
you
to
mean
touch
with
that?
Rex?
Oh, God.
Like with Rex, like be like, hey, let's get
Song-
sorry.
songs.
get two other guys to go out there and to pay tribute to our brothers.
I could see him trying to, but I hopefully everyone around him would be like, no, dude, it's not a good
Yeah,
idea.
It would backfire.
I wouldn't go
Because
see
it would
it.
back
No,
around.
I wouldn't go see it
Yeah.
either. Because there's a dark thread there. Because in the press, a few days before Dime was killed, Phil basically said he should be beat to death.
Yeah.
Because they were fighting in press,
Sure, yeah.
and Vinny is like never forgave him for that. Vinny holds him complicit in part for
No, he wouldn't let him come to the
derang-
funeral.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I
He
didn't know that.
he just
Yeah.
came to Texas and just checked into a hotel, but he wasn't invited to the funeral.
He basically like was on his way to do it, and they're like, "You're not coming." Like that's how much bad blood they had.
Shit.
It's insane.
Well, I mean, if someone killed a family member of mine and a dude that there was all this, ill will had been saying someone should kill that person.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and he's saying it in the media where
Amplifying that
crazy
message.
people are
Right.
going to hear it
Right.
and do something about it.
Right.
Yeah. Totally.
It's tragic. Well, all right. We love Vinnie Paul. We love Pantera. Go listen to, Vulgar Display of Power.
Can I tell a
Right
real
on.
quick story about meeting them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
long.
90,
Too long. I thought you said it was going to be real quick. Crap.
It was in the '90s. We got it.
Yeah. Far Beyond Driven was just released, and they had a record store signing. So we went down there, and I had brought all 3 CD booklets to get signed, and security was super strict. Like, you can get one thing or you're gone. So I had the 2 down kind of on my side, and we get in there, and they're all sitting at a table, and Vinny saw the other booklets that I had, and he's like, "What's that? Hey man, give me those." And he signed them and then sent them down the line for the
Oh,
rest
cool.
of the guys. So I got everything signed.
Nice.
And I mean, he was just really cool.
And then you got dragged out of there by security.
yeah, then
and they ripped them up in front of your
right.
face.
Yeah, but that one moment,
Yeah. That's
I
awesome.
had that moment.
That's great, man.
I will say, in all the interviews I've seen of him and Dime, they seem pretty fun to be around. Pretty
Totally.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, Lars said a thing that I want to read real quick. We'll wrap it up with this.
Yeah.
Lars had some nice words to say. Let me find them here.
On my computer.
Okay, Lars said, "Oh Lord, I can't find it." God,
Did they
damn
ever
it.
tour with Metallica?
No, they
Not like a. Not
no.
like
I think they
actual-
crossed paths in the mid '80s.
Yeah.
and then I think they became buds. Like there's this really great video of Newstead playing Whiplash with Pantera. Phil Anselmo on
Yeah.
guitar, Dime is singing it,
Yeah.
and they're playing Whiplash.
That's awesome.
And I think there's video of them doing Seek and Destroy as well. Okay, so Lars says, thank you for all the good times, Vinny. Your incredible hospitality and warm vibe was infectious and inspiring. Here's to another shot of Crown Royal and a next-level game of air hockey down the road. R.I.P. brother, much love. Because Vinnie Paul is a huge hockey fan.
Mm-hmm.
But then Lars also made a statement about Dime when he was killed. And I thought this was really sweet, too. He says, let's see. He said he was fortunate enough to meet both Dime and his brother in Dallas on tour in 1985. He went on to say, the first thing me and my friend did as soon as that tour was over was head to Dallas to hang out with them both. He says they were the coolest motherfuckers that we had met crisscrossing the states for those 3 months. The beginning of a friendship that was anchored in love, respect, fun, outrageousness, music, booze, sweat, late nights, early mornings, hangovers, headaches, pounding eardrums, sore bodies, the list goes on. He says Dimebag Darrell and his brother were the cornerstone of musical adventures that were always groundbreaking, pushing boundaries, challenging to themselves and to their fans, respected by their peers, and always true musicians.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
No one could outplay Dime, in my opinion.
I mean, Dime is easily one of the best metal guitar players of all time.
All right.
Down.
Well, let's move on. Is everyone cool with moving on?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. The other bit of news, which we'll just hit on briefly, is Kirk Hammett was doing an interview with someone recently, and the subject of Saint Anger and its lack of solos came up. And he sort of officially said that he feels vindicated now that enough time has passed where he can look back and say the no solos mandate was not the best decision.
Yeah. Well, we all know there was a lot of not the best decisions on that record,
Yeah.
but I mean, I agree with Kirk. I mean, would it have made it a better record? Maybe a little bit.
He did say at the end they tried to overdub a bunch of shit, and he said it just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
Which I could see that happening too. Like those songs, they're all tuned down. They're all real industrially crunchy, new metal-y, which don't have a lot of solos.
It's also not fitting to Kirk's style, I think.
Yeah.
To imagine a Kirk Hammett solo over, one of those tunes. Like
That's what's always weird to me when people say that Saint Anger was like a return to thrash. I'm like, no, it doesn't sound anything like thrash metal.
I think there's thrashy parts.
I think because it's so different than Load and Reload that it's.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think Death Magnetic was a return to
That's what I was
thrash.
about to
Oh
say.
yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. And that's chock full of solos.
Yep.
All right, anyway, let's get on to this. So we're going to start with Kill 'Em All, and we're just going to talk about what our favorite and least favorites are. So we'll do a round of favorites,
Okay.
and then we'll do our least favorites. You want to start it, Blazy?
Sure.
What is your favorite song off the Metallica record, Kill 'Em All?
You're gonna like this.
I'm
Jump
gonna-
in the fire.
All right. Nice.
Nice.
Well, I knew he'd like my song over the other songs. I won a Grammy.
Have you heard?
I'm not afraid of James Hetfield.
My favorite, Four Horsemen.
Another Mustaine track.
Maybe
You're
we
welcome.
do like Dave Mustaine.
I like his contributions to Metallica.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
He just thinks he wrote the fucking Declaration of Independence or something. He thinks he fucking got to the moon before anyone. He does.
Well, I've already colonized Mars.
Ma-
Were you about to go into?
no.
Oh, nothing. Nothing.
No.
Do you have a Mars talk?
Get your ass to Mars.
Total Recall?
Yep.
You doing some Total Recall here?
I was almost going to quote
Give in to me, Quaid.
Waiting for Guffman, but that never really goes over well on this show.
Open your mind, Quaid. Open your mind.
Okay. Oh, the bouncy part in Four Horsemen. The don't
Yeah.
You missed
Sweet
that
Home
part.
Alabama.
You missed that part, right?
I
You
miss
want-
it live. I love
Yeah.
that part. I love Kirk's soul in that part. I wrote it. Whatever. I missed that part so much.
I saw. You know how we always talk about how kind of a head scratcher, how they'll take certain shit out.
Right.
For a while they augmented. They didn't do the last verse of puppets and all this. There's a really good Lars It's Electric interview with Noel Gallagher that you can watch the Noel Gallagher interview on YouTube, and he talks about that. He's like, there are songs. He's like, we can do whatever we want with them. Like,
Yeah.
we'll take
Of
this
course.
part out. This part makes more sense after playing it live forever. I was like, yeah, I get that.
I understand, but that's just a beautiful part. I
I
just
know.
want to. I love it.
All right, favorite song off Kill 'Em All.
Four Horsemen.
Really?
Ooh, yeah.
It's hard to fuck with that. That is a great song.
What's your decision?
I'm gonna go with Hit the Lights.
Ooh, nice.
I
one.
love that
Love
it's
that
the
song.
first song they wrote, and even to this day when they play it, it's like that's great.
Yeah.
Lyrics not great, but I don't care about that. Oddly, in this one song, I think the lyrics of Four Horsemen are awesome.
Yeah.
The imagery is so cool. It's amazing they were so young when he put all that together.
I know. It's great.
Least favorite song? Jump in the Fire. Just kidding. What's your least favorite song?
Phantom Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tough decision because part of me wanted to say Phantom Lord, and I went with No Remorse.
I like both of those songs a lot.
Don't
Yeah,
hate these
I would
songs,
go-
by the way.
Sure,
Yeah.
that's why this kind of sucks.
It totally sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, because I like every song.
Oh, wait till the Sweet 16.
So you would say
Yeah.
you like Motor Breath more than those two,
Yeah, I love Motor Breath.
but that's such a punky song, and you like
Yeah.
punk rock
No,
so
for
much.
sure. Yeah, I mean, Motor Breath, like Metal Militia. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna go with No Remorse. Great song, but if I had to choose a least favorite, that's it.
All right, Bradley.
Yeah, I'm keeping it in the SBT family, the Phantom Lord.
Man,
Yeah.
hear the cry of war louder than before. That's so good. I'm going Metal Militia. I don't know how
Militia.
you guys like Metal Militia more than any of those songs. I don't know how.
I don't understand why that's your least
I
favorite.
mean, you put a pen and a paper, give me an abacus, give me a calculator. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I've done the math on Kill 'Em All, and Metal
Well,
Militia
I've
is the
done the
worst song.
math. I've counted the beans.
They're not all there with Metal Militia. I'm sorry.
There's a beat or two missing.
It's cool. It's just kind of dumb.
Yeah,
I-
I,
you know what I
agree with
don't-
that.
Wait, what?
It's kind of dumb.
Metal Militia?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like the boots, the marching.
At the end?
Yeah.
Get it? It's like a militia.
Yeah,
These
exactly.
guys, when they listen to this, they're going to think it's like an army coming after them.
What is that, Mom?
Mom! Honey, it's a militia.
It's a militia. It's a militia of metal robots. The drones are coming to deliver your Amazon package.
Oh wait, that's my Clearasil I ordered. Don't tell Penny from school. Okay, Ride the Lightning. Favorite song of Ride the Lightning. That's a hard one.
This one will be
That's
tough for
super
Clint.
fucking
This
hard.
was easy for me.
Favorite, yeah.
Creeping Death.
Man. All right.
For some reason, I thought you started with least favorite. I was about to get into a pillow fight.
Get out.
Scrap this episode.
Fade to Black.
Yeah. Man. See, I think one of the reasons that Ride is always at my top is because the pound for pound, all the great songs on it. It's not like one
Yeah.
record that has Fade to Black. It's like you know, like
Right.
the Stones can be like that. Like they made so many records like, well, that one has You Can't Always Get What You Want. So
Yeah.
that one's up there. Ride the Lightning's got so many staples.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Brad.
I mean, for me, it's either title track or For Whom the Bell Tolls, but I'm going with Ride the Lightning.
I was gonna say it was. I love Ride the Lightning, the
I
song,
fucking love that song.
Oh, it's tough.
but Creeping Death gets me a little more.
Creeping Death is my favorite Metallica song of all time.
But what's your favorite on this
Really?
record?
I think I'm gonna have to go with Bells.
Yeah?
Really?
There's just here's what I love about Metallica. They pretty much invented thrash metal.
Well, I did.
Did you?
Did you?
We got Jim Florentine and Mustaine in the house.
Wow. Good conversation, guys.
I like that they invented it on Kill 'Em All, and then we're immediately like, we're done with that. Like, I like that Fade to Black
Yeah.
isn't thrash, at
Yeah.
least most of it. But Bells is not thrash metal.
I wouldn't even say that the end of Fade to Black is thrash.
The end, the dun is not.
Down, 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 down.
To me,
Not
that's-
thrash. Sounds like Black Sabbath.
It
to me.
is. I was about to say Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
Well, it's the ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. That's National Acrobat.
Yeah.
And Call of Cthulhu's not thrash, you know. Trapped Under Ice, Escape. Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine.
I'm gonna go Bells.
Bell's your favorite track on
Yeah.
this one?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
It's close though, because the Ride the Lightning and dude, I love Fight Fire
Fire
with
is
Fire.
great.
Fire,
I know.
Okay, least favorite.
Least favorite, I went with Escape. Again, I love this album. Every song on it.
You like Escape?
Yeah. If I had to pick one, I go with Escape.
Well, you have to. And you did. You did.
That's the rules.
Those are the rules here on Metal Podcast.
If I have to do what the premise of this whole episode is, I guess I'll pick Escape.
Yeah.
All right, you Ethan.
Call me crazy.
Call me Cthulhu.
Call me Cthulhu, bro. I did not go with Escape because of the love we've given that song recently and talked about, and we're confused as to why Hetfield doesn't like it so much. I've listened to that song a lot more, and it's become a favorite of mine.
I love it.
I'm going Trapped Under Ice.
I just to keep the conversational nature of this going, I also went with Trapped Under Ice.
That was tough because you
did too?
Did you?
How
Brett?
about I like that song?
Of course.
I love Trapped Under Ice.
I love it.
So, a Freeze 'Em All episode we just did, and we talked about they didn't play Trapped Under Ice or whatever. So apparently Lars did an AMA when they were doing promoting Through the Never, and he was asked plainly, "Why didn't you do it?" You know what his answer was? We forgot. We forgot.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
I'd much rather him say that than be like and give us some weird explanation. Like,
But what if he was like, it's a little on the nose?
yeah,
and it's
like,
not one of our best
We hadn't
songs.
rehearsed it, blah blah blah. But it's like, yeah, we forgot.
You know what? We forgot.
It was cold down there. You know what it does to your brain? It makes you forget.
I got a brain freeze.
Pretty good, Lars.
I had a
huh?
Coca-Cola, brain froze like an icicle.
Yeah,
Forgot.
I poured Coke on the ground in Antarctica, and it made me a Coca-Cola Slurpee.
Well, it's like, did you only play the other 9 songs because you remembered?
They probably just went with what's comfortable.
Is that how
God,
that
you guys
happens?
have to add a video component to this podcast at some point.
The facial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We only played the other 9 because we at the last minute remembered to.
Remembered what songs do we know again? Enter Sandman.
Blacken's one, I guess.
Do we know Master of Puppets still?
Nah, we forgot.
So, all right, so 3 of us chose Trapped. You chose Escape. It wasn't going to be any of the... I could see someone maybe choosing Fight. Our friend
I love
Stephanie,
that
her
song.
favorite Metallica song of all time is Trapped Under Ice. She probably would have chosen Fight or Escape.
I almost went with Bell Tolls.
Least?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
That was my favorite.
Because I thought you said, oh, yeah. Well, only because I've heard it a
you're a butthole?
million times. So,
Yeah.
Because you're a butthole.
I could see someone picking the Call of Cthulhu as their least favorite because it's so repetitive.
I heard someone on
Wow.
Tom's
I
show.
love the song.
Right,
I heard someone on Tom's show say that Orion is their favorite Metallica song, and I thought, how could that be without a Hetfield vocal?
right.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's still
it's-
Hetfield jamming
It's-
it.
I
Sure.
mean, I was listening to Puppets on the way over here, and I started with side B. I'm over here just to be fun.
Just to mix it up.
Crazy. Oh
Just
my
to get
God.
zany.
That was so wild.
That
on
is
the way
so
over here. Like,
zany, Ethan.
I was leaving my house and I was like, honey, I'm starting with side B of Master of Puppets. Okay.
Look, don't flip your shit. But I started with side B of Puppets.
I don't know if you remember, but Disposable Heroes, that makes it track 1 of side B. Anyways, I got to Ryan and I was like, wow, this is cool. It might be my favorite, but there's no head vocal.
yeah,
But I just got crazy.
man.
Guys, you are never going to believe what I did on the way over here.
What?
What'd you do?
I put in Master of Puppets, and I skipped
What?
Disposable Heroes.
No
Oh, to it.
way.
You're still riffing on the side
I just,
B.
yeah. I like to get silly
I
sometimes.
didn't know what you were doing.
Oh.
I thought you were maybe...
No, I was,
Clint looks
I was
lost.
quoting
Riffing off me.
Ethan.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you didn't leave this morning. Your car didn't work. How did you do that? Okay, favorite song on Master of Poupée.
This is so hard.
Damage Inc.
Yes.
Coming in hot, Blazik.
Wow.
Coming in hot.
Easton? Easton?
I'm hesitant to repeat.
Easton?
Ethan? Ethan Rocker, is that? What would Tobin's favorite song be? I'm not sure.
What is your decision, Easton?
I think the whole record would be my favorite because I can choose what I want. Because I approve all these songs anyways. It really is tough for me to choose between Sanitarium and repeat what I did on Lightning, basically.
Ooh.
But I'm going Battery.
Ooh.
Damn it.
Damn it, Incorporated.
Damn it, Inc.
Well,
Damnable Heroes. Damn's Eve. Well, let's just follow the whole thread here. Dammy Window.
Dammy Window.
Metallica songs that start with D, replacing the D word with damn.
With Damn. Damn Tread on Me.
Ooh.
I didn't think it could be done, but you found
damn
it.
heroes.
I already did that one.
Oh,
I did
damn
Dammy
it.
Heroes.
You did Dammy?
Damnable Heroes is what I did.
No.
Did we do them all?
No.
Whose turn is it?
It's my turn.
It's Lion's favorite.
Is it? Favorite song on Master of Poupée?
Damage, Tread on Me.
Someone already did that
I did
one.
Damn Tread on
Come
Me.
on
I
now.
missed it.
I'm going to go with...
Damn Dance.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh.
There we go.
This one's so hard. I'm gonna go with Battery.
Battery. Nice.
2 batteries. 2 batteries and a
A Damage Inc.
damaging. Okay.
What say you, Quentin?
I'm going to go Master of Puppets.
yeah?
I know
I
that's
get
sort
that.
of a
So,
vanilla answer, but
It's a pretty damn perfect song.
Yeah.
I have, since doing the podcast, really fallen in love with Disposable Heroes, though.
Me too.
That's the... Every time I pick up a guitar, I play that. Love it.
The
Eat your
song
heart
that
out,
will not-
Slayer.
The song that will not end.
It is long.
Yeah.
I
All
love
right.
the one out of tune note when they go boom, boom, bing, boom, boom, and back into the thrash part real quick.
You do love that.
There's this
So much.
There's like the last 2 notes. It might be on old Cliffy's bass, but
Oh, Cliff?
old Cliff, junior, senior.
All right, this is going to be a brutal round here. Least favorite song on Master of Puppets. A nearly flawless record.
Yeah.
Sanitarium.
Ooh.
Least favorite?
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh my
Again,
gosh.
it goes back to the. I've heard it a million times. I love the song. It's a great song, but I've heard it a million times through listening to bootlegs.
That's the first time I've ever straight up given somebody a fuck you on the show.
Yeah, totally.
We do it every week.
I still love you. I don't
We
need
don't
to-
run the
anybody.
same kind of operation that you guys
I know,
run.
I
anymore.
just like I'm glancing at the track listing just to kind
I've
of
fucking
guess who's
thrown you
who
way
will guess
off.
what. And I narrowed it down to 2. I'm like, oh, for sure everyone's going to guess one of these 2. And he throws out Sanitarium.
the proverbial
that hurts.
curveball.
All right, Master of. I'm just kidding. I'm going with Leper Messiah.
I would also choose Leper Messiah. This is Clint speaking, by the way.
Just in case your listeners
Well,
don't know.
there are 4 of
There's
us.
4 of us. Yeah, we all sound pretty much the same.
Yeah, I'm going Leper, too.
I'm going with Leper.
Yeah.
Suck it, Blaze it.
That one never really spoke to me, man.
Well, again, as I listened to Side B on the way over here, I heard that song. Again, we don't need to keep repeating this. We love these songs.
Yeah. Totally.
Let's just go ahead and make that blanket statement. Everyone knows.
Actually, that will
Well,
change later.
Yeah, that's going to change here,
Yeah,
man.
Black Album.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But, I mean, I listen to Leopard Messiah on the way over here. I'm like, man, this is cool. It's like it's kind of swung, but not really, and it's just great riffs in it, especially the bridge. That part is great.
Yeah.
That part's great.
Go on.
Chorus is great. It's just my least favorite song. Lay off. All right.
One of them's got to be.
One of
One of
them's
them's got to be.
Nobody chose Orion.
No way. Ryan's fucking badass.
All right.
Okay.
All right then.
Well. Okay. And Justice for All. You know what? How about this for fun? Let's throw in Garage Days We Revisited. Just for fun.
Favorite off of Garage Days?
Yeah. Let me guess for you. Crash Course.
Yep.
I knew he would say that.
Is that it? Crash Course?
Crash Course, yeah, I love that song.
I'm
Crash
going
Course and Brain Surgery.
in surrogacy. Brain surrogates.
Oh. No. Damn, my darling.
There we go.
Whoa. Oh, you're doing that. Okay, sorry. I was like, it's not actually on there.
That's not the title. It's called Die Die My Darling.
No, it's not actually on Garage Days Revisited.
Oh, are we going to do Garage Inc.? Least favorite?
Sure.
Oh, God.
I can't wait to get to
We can do
Lulu.
anything we want to. Favorite song, Garage
Helpless.
Days. All right.
Helpless. Kind of says it like that.
Do you have to sing it to justify it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's true.
All right, Bradley Lyons.
Singing his favorite part of the song.
Yeah. Well, just in case we weren't sure what
Go.
song Helpless was like.
I'm the bad Metallica. I have no idea. I don't
okay.
really listen to a whole lot of that one.
That's okay.
No, that wouldn't really help me.
Okay.
Thanks, though.
Well,
I appreciate your help.
Crash Course.
Why don't you pick one for me?
Yeah,
When
Crash
I-
Course.
No, when I say the one, you're going to know that this is the one you would have picked.
What?
And that's Last Caress.
Okay.
I got something to say. I'm living my baby today. You know that song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that one.
Yeah.
And I got to say, what really tips the scales for me is Green Hell. I love Green Hell so much.
Take it, take it. Because your brain's not the friend to get dead. Take it, take it.
It's like Bread Fan in that way.
It's kind of Bread Fan.
Bread Fan, I will never mind. Never mind. Never want to screw you.
I couldn't even do that along with you.
Okay, least favorite. Least favorite tune.
Wait, what's your favorite? Green Hell?
The one I just.
Oh, I thought you were.
No. I was kidding. Last Caress, Green Hell.
Okay.
Because you're saying you're not that familiar with it, but you probably
Yeah.
are familiar with them covering Last Caress. Like, it's a big live song. and
Sure,
all
sure.
this.
Yeah.
I've got something to say.
The Richard Cheese version.
Yeah, totally.
That is my least favorite. Last Caress / Green Hell.
What the crap are
Well,
you talking
I mean, there's
about?
only fucking 3 songs to choose from.
Well,
3, 4 others.
Small Hours of the Wait.
Wow, 4. Right.
And Helpless.
Whatever, man.
Whatever, man. You lose.
Whatever, bro.
I'm going. My least favorite is The Small Hours.
Ooh. And I try to get through to you.
I do like that drum part. That doom, doom, ka, doom, doom, ba-da-da-boom.
It's one of their more evil sounding tunes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Evil's my thing.
So evil.
Behold the skulls.
Look at all
we're
these
surrounded
skulls in
by.
here.
I really do have about 18
I do like her.
skulls.
It's like a Tron Terminator skull.
I know. I love that one.
My wife got me that for my birthday.
So awesome.
She knows that I love skulls. She knows that I love skull, the chewing tobacco.
And skull vodka.
Skull.
You'll find in my studio 18 skulls and then 18 packets of skull.
And all the liters of skull vodka.
All right, moving on to Injustice for All. Blazy Blazy. This is Brad Blazek's favorite Metallica record. What is your favorite? Oh, I actually know what this one is too.
You
But I'll
know.
let, but
Yeah,
I'll let-
go ahead.
Frayed into Sanity.
Yep.
Frayed into Sanctity.
Freight Ends is your favorite?
Yeah.
Deep cut.
All the solos in it. Just it's long, proggy, metal.
Yep.
I fucking love
I'm
it.
going Dyer's Eve.
That's
Dang.
Can't fuck with it.
no. That
Dear
song is
Mother.
incredible.
Dear
Dear
Father,
Father Earth. What in the hell?
What the crap? Bradley Lyons.
Blackened.
I'm going Black End.
Yeah.
Dyer's Eve is my number 2 though on that record. I
It's tough between those two.
fucking Love that.
Shortest
song.
straw.
Yeah,
But
that's
Justice too, the song Justice.
Love it.
Yeah, it's
Love
It's
it.
hard for me to
It's
hit
such a ride.
over that one.
Such a
but
ride.
Yeah.
Because there's like 5 songs in it.
Well,
it
that
feels like.
drum intro part is so fun to play.
Gun, gun, gun. Gun, 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 gun.
Dun, 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 dun.
And injustice for the eye of the beholder. Least favorite song on Injustice for Gog.
Do we get? Oh, you said Blackened.
Blackened, yes.
This was hard because I love this album so much, but Harvester of Sorrow.
Ooh. Okay.
You like Harvester of Sorrow more than Eye of the Beholder, or you dislike it?
No, this is my least favorite.
Right.
Is Harvester.
Right. You like Eye of the Beholder more than
Yes.
Harvester of Sorrow.
Yeah.
You don't like the slow jam at the top. Ding, 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 ding,
That's-
ding, ding, ding. You don't like slow songs.
Yeah.
You like to rock.
I rock.
Brad Blazek loves rocking.
He lives rocking out in the middle of goddamn nowhere, sipping on Coke.
He snorts Coca-Cola in Paris, Tennessee.
Coughs it up because it doesn't go down super smooth.
That's
but
right.
he likes to rock out that way. We let him.
That's, again, like Blazek said, it's a tough call. I'm going to have to agree with him, though.
Whoa.
Harvester.
You guys are
All right.
It was between that and Eye of the Beholder.
yeah.
But I love Eye of the Beholder, how it goes from straight to swung. Or it's, doors are slamming shut. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the end of that verse. Imagination.
To me, Eye of the Beholder will not be the least because just of the badass intro.
Yeah.
I'm already.
Funking it up.
Take me to a discotheque pronto and put on Eye of the Beholder.
Do you hear what I hear? Boundaries overthrown.
God, those are some moves, man.
Well, everyone knows that dancing is my great passion.
Yeah.
It's true. Unfortunately, he doesn't do it for a living, which we would love to see, but
I
sucks
decided
he has to write songs and
I
play
decided not to
music.
try to make money off of it because I don't want to corrupt what keeps me alive, which
You
is to dance.
Right. You don't want to you don't want to sell out, man. I mean,
Because if somehow the dancing got polluted and poisoned by making money off of it, I don't know what I would do because that's sometimes.
I think you would
most times it's all I have.
I think
my
you would
dancing.
immediately forget like where you started and where that initial drive came from. It'd be gone. You would lose sight of that.
I don't know if there is anything to separate myself from when it comes to dancing. I'm one with my dance routines. So
Clint often talks about he has a garage tattoo his house. It's actually a whole dance studio.
I saw the mirror ball up there.
He has a mirror ball, beautiful wood floors, killer sound system.
You do look like a drunk linguine noodle when you dance.
Whoa.
well, thank you.
He means that in a positive way.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Linguine is delicious.
Just want to eat you up.
Boiled correctly.
I don't know where we're at in this episode.
I think it's my turn
It's-
for
yeah,
least favorite.
Least favorite Justice song.
Oh, I like Harvester a lot.
Me too.
Part of me wants to say one, just because I'm so
Played
over
out.
it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I mean, that's this is my favorite Metallica record, and that's the song that got me into him.
Mm-hmm.
Saw the video when I was a
You
kid,
can't pick one, dude.
but no, I'm not
No
going to
way.
pick
His
one.
pick.
I'm not picking one.
It's our pick.
Our show.
It's decided by quorum.
By Korn?
A quorum?
You're too nice.
I'm too nice?
Yes, you're too nice. Why can't you be like the captain on Starsky and Hutch? You know, where you come in and you haul me into your office and you bawl me out because you're sick and tired of defending my screwball antics to the commissioner? Why can't you do that?
Well, the truth of the matter is I don't report to a commissioner. I report to a committee, some of whom are appointed, some elected, and the rest co-opted on a biannual basis. It's a quorum, so to speak.
A quorum?
Yeah.
I mean, this is my favorite album, but I'm probably going to go with Eye of the Beholder. Mm-hmm. Just because I have to.
For me, it's between Eye of the Beholder, or it's between Shortest Straw and Frayed Ends.
Wow. Okay.
Really?
That's shocking.
Shortest
Going,
straw, huh?
going Frayed Ends.
You fuck.
Really?
Fuck you.
Insult my cover like that?
I skip it.
Yeah.
Skip it. Wow.
Here's the deal, all right? To be fair to me, by the time I get there, I'm worn out.
Yeah.
Well, by the time
Justice-
you get there, it's like
Justice-
2
I get
days
that.
later, so.
Justice is my second favorite Metallica record, bro. He almost chose one.
What would
I
you
get that, though.
No.
It's played out.
Yeah, but it's a great fucking song.
It is a great song.
It's one of the great
You
songs.
know the one that goes, dun, 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 that one.
Yeah, that
You
one.
know that one?
You've heard it.
Have you heard it? Have you?
Do you?
Can you pull it up real quick?
Yeah, let's insert one right now in case no one hasn't heard it.
Did you just stop us?
We're still tracking. We're good.
No, we're not tracking. Oh, yeah, we are.
Clint almost had a really bad.
How long is this?
Oh my god.
Zoom out, dude.
Zoom up your butt.
Zoom up your butt. Boogie in your butt. Boogie in your butt. Yeah. Anybody?
Is that from your new record?
I wish. That's Eddie Murphy.
She wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time.
Put a tortilla in your butt.
All right, moving on to
Are we?
self-titled The Black Album.
None more black.
Favorite song on the Black Album?
Through the never.
Sandman.
I saw the video one time, scared the begrapples out of me. Whole begrapple fell out of my butt, Dad.
I lost my marbles.
That big truck had a snake on it or something. Bed of snakes. And it was all strobe lighted. I couldn't see his face half the time. You can't trust the bed, you can't see his face half the time.
No joke.
You have to see it 3/4 of the time.
All right, Through the Never. Solid
Through the
choice.
Never.
Solid choice.
Through the never. Nice.
I love that song.
Yeah.
This is tough.
Yes.
Because you know what I probably would choose.
You want to choose Struggle Within.
No.
Okay, then I don't know.
I want to choose My Friend in Misery.
Oh, well, you can.
I know I
You
can.
can do that.
I know I can.
I'm setting you free to choose that.
All right, I'm choosing that.
Why did you think you couldn't?
No. It's one of those like was thinking about it, like, what would it be? And I was going that or Unforgiven.
Yeah.
I know Unforgiven's like really popular and stuff and whatever. They sold out, but it's a
Fuck that.
to me it's a perfect Metallica song.
Absolutely.
But I'm going with my heart.
All right.
The depths of my dark Black Album heart.
Yep.
My Friend of Misery.
All right. Bradley?
Favorite. Man. Either Holier but I'm going to go with Sad But True. I've just always loved that song.
Brad
Love
gives
it.
you heavy.
Love it. You want heavy? Brad gives you heavy.
You want heavy?
baby.
Brad's gonna give you heavy.
I'll give you some heavy.
I do like that Holier Than Thou was in contention because that is a underrated Metallica song.
I agree.
Short and sweet, man. They just fucking pummel you with that too.
Oh yeah, it's not thrash.
Which actually it is.
It is.
It is. That and Struggle Within, I think.
And yeah, a little bit of Through the Never. Maybe even a little bit of Don't Tread On Me.
Maybe a little bit of Nothing Else Matters.
Maybe a little bit of
That's so thrashy.
great move when you can't think of a joke. Make
Yeah, you
just
take a fart. Yeah.
make fart noise.
Wait, what's your favorite?
My favorite off the Black Album is a toss-up between Through the Never and Sad But True, and I'm gonna have to go with Sad.
Ooh. You want heavy, Clinton Brad?
Just
give you heavy.
a theme that's cropping up a little bit in this list is, we know it's great, but we're tired of it, right? I do not feel that way about Sad But True. I know
Yeah,
it's
I don't
great,
either.
and I'm not
Yeah,
tired of it.
that's why I was close to choosing Unforgiven.
I'm not tired of that one either.
No.
I'm not really tired of a lot of shit on the Black Album, except for Enter Sandman and Nothing Else Matters. I'm not even tired of Rome.
Let me ask you all four. Well, I'm one. All three of you. Do the math right.
Hold on, wait. Take a square
Let's
root.
see.
Take the square root of David.
Me
Mustaine.
minus 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me ask the three of you. If you're getting in a car or whatever and you're putting on the Black Album, do you still start with Enter Sandman or do you skip that?
Good question.
I skip it.
I start it.
I skip it.
I skip it too.
Wow.
Because that's my least favorite song.
There we go. Look at
Moving
you
along.
being a good host, co-host, tying it all in. So least favorite, okay, fair enough.
Again, going back to I've heard it a million times. That's why. Great song.
Yeah, it's not my least favorite. I'm gonna let you guys be titillated,
Really?
but I do skip it because I just want to get right into Sabbath.
Yeah.
Least favorite, Eason.
Paul!
Hold on.
Oh,
For real. I heard a car pull up. Just a second. Hold on. Let me make sure. Hold on. Paul, come in the side door. Paul!
I thought he was here.
Paul!
is it locked?
Can we check the door?
Yeah, let's go. Hold on a second. Sorry, folks. Give us 1 second.
It's locked. I mean,
This is important.
whenever I come, it's locked.
Paul! I thought I heard a car pull up. Paul!
No, Paul.
Well, God damn it. Don't say we didn't look for him. Okay.
No joke.
Least favorite song
God,
on...
if he shows up in like 5 minutes for real, it'd be amazing.
That would kind of end the entire joke. Like, no more joking
No
after that,
more.
because then it's
Yeah.
a real possibility.
I thought it was going to be like Beetlejuice where he says his name 3 times and he appears, but apparently not.
Just one dreadlock at a time.
Yeah.
He appears.
Paul. Okay, sorry, is it me? You did Enter
Yes.
Sandman?
Least favorite song.
I have to go Enter Sandman. And I think it's just because of the longevity, how much I've heard it.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said before, if I'm playing the Black Album in the car, I'm still going to start with it.
Yeah.
Now, if I pull up to a red light, will I turn it down? Sometimes.
Fuck that. What do you mean? What?
I'm just kidding. I do that with Saint Anger. I did that with Saint Anger when we did our episode.
I'll say this. I wouldn't, out of my own volition, be like, I'm excited to listen to Enter Sandman. But if it's on the radio or coming through a PA, I'm like, I like this.
I get that.
Because you didn't choose to listen to it.
But if it's on, I'm not like, oh, God, I've heard it a million times. If it's on, I'm like, ding, 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 ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding. This song is awesome.
It's still a great song.
Yeah. All right, Bradley Lyons. Least favorite.
Sandman.
Is that all three of y'all's?
Yeah.
Man, my choice is going to bum you out.
Uh-oh.
I know it.
And
I know it.
what is it?
You
You almost said Unforgiven. It's one of my favorite songs of all time.
No, nothing else matters.
Nope.
I'm going to guess my favorite is your least.
Nope.
No?
I love My Friend in Misery.
You talking about me or the song?
God, what are you going to pick? Your least?
Yeah.
I've said it publicly on the show many times.
Of Wolf and Man?
Love it.
We've talked, we love the Jason
love
stuff
that
and SNL.
My least favorite song is Struggle Within.
Okay.
I don't dig it.
All right.
So it's you don't, so it's
This intro is like justice. Like, so good.
Oh, say, can you see?
Mine the dawn's early.
The Star Spangled Hammer.
yeah. Mustaine wrote that drum part.
Oh,
Did he?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, cool. Yeah,
I got a snare drum one time.
I think I read that. No, for real. I think I read that somewhere. So, yeah, it's a struggle within. I can't get behind it.
Okay.
Doesn't
okay.
hold up to me.
Well, fortunately for you, it's the last song, so you can just delete that.
Oh, I
That's
guess
your
I'm done with this record.
song. Yeah, you're done.
All right, moving on.
Let's get into Clint's golden era.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, are we editing?
Lulu.
Oh,
No, that wasn't a place.
that
to
was a
edit.
true celebration.
Yeah.
Celebratory
Clint was
clapping.
legitimately excited.
Okay,
Hear that?
Hear that train a dozen.
That's a train.
Yeah, I live by trains
I live by a train.
and
too.
planes,
And
automobiles.
cool. Right on, bro.
I thought Paul might be on that train.
Oh, what if he's taking the train here?
What if he's on top of the caboose waving a big flag, a big white flag of surrender, because he's here finally?
He's finally
The
here.
blackened flag.
Oh, that's it. He's a train hopper. I knew it.
out.
Get out. That's peculiar.
Did you hear something? You're not wanted here. I'm from the 7th hellspawn layer of demons. Get out. Someone leave a door. There's a draft in here.
It's chilly.
You been up to the attic recently?
No, let's go check it out.
Don't come up here. Get out.
I bet there's a lot of space up here. Be a great room for the kids. I will fucking eat your children. Love the vaulted ceilings.
All right. Favorite song from
Homeowner
Load.
jokes.
Favorite Until It Sleeps. Love that
Wonderful,
fucking song.
wonderful choice. One of my favorite Metallica songs of all time. Easton?
I think
Easton?
it's so hard to choose between Ain't My Bitch, King Nothing, Bleeding Me, The Cure, which is like a Robert
You know,
Smith
you have a
song.
real moment of redemption available to you right now.
redemption for what?
Probably your greatest sin
My greatest
on
sin?
Metal Up Your podcast. do you know which-
Probably my greatest sin?
Do you know which of
Yes,
which
I do.
speak?
What you're talking about.
Ronnie.
Boom.
No, say what's
Since
true.
my greatest sin, I have.
Maybe not a sin. That's a little too
No, you can call it
puritanical.
what it
Your
is.
latest
It's
boo,
fine.
your biggest boo boo.
You can call it for what it is. It's a sin.
Okay.
Book of Metallica.
Okay.
Yeah. First Opinions 5-6 in the Book of Metallica. Thou shalt not forget what has now become your favorite song off Load.
Really?
The Outlaw Torn.
Really?
Yes.
Did I pressure you into that just now?
No.
Did I shame you into it?
A little bit, but no. I did not know the song existed before, but no, I mean that song now. It's like I think because I've gotten ridiculed so much about forgetting that was on SM at one point, I've grown to really love that song. But it was a tough contender to Until It Sleeps.
Yeah. All right. Bradley?
Till It Sleeps.
We're pretty unanimous here. I'm going Outlaw Torn,
Ooh.
but
Yeah.
I'm going Outlaw Torn because that song to me is like a journey through the dark night, and I hear something new every time.
Yeah.
But Until It Sleeps is perfect to me. Short and sweet, great lyric, great.
Yeah.
Feel it.
I love the weird timing in it. You know, the working title was "Fell on Black Days," FOBD acronym,
Yeah.
because it's in
Oh, really?
it's in
I
6/4, like "Fell on Black Days." So the "It grips you, so hold me" is 6/4
Yeah.
because they were listening to some Soundgarden and they were like,
cool.
"We like that." Least favorite.
One of my all-time favorite Soundgarden songs.
"Fell on Black Days."
Yeah.
Are you
I
a Super
love it.
Unknown cat?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is that your favorite Soundgarden record?
Probably. I go back and forth between that and Down on the Upside.
I love Down
I
on
like
the
yeah,
Upside.
both
that's
of them
a
so
record.
much.
Brad, what's your favorite Soundgarden record? You a bad Motorfinger cat?
Yeah,
Ultra Mega,
It
okay.
didn't. Yeah, that early stuff didn't hold up over time for me, but I don't know, probably Super Unknown.
Yeah,
that's me.
Me too.
I love Super Unknown.
But Down on the Upside is an underrated record.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, least favorite songs
Least
off
favorite
the record.
on
Load.
What is the straight up country song?
Mama Said.
Okay, that's my least favorite.
Which is going to be on Cover Hour Black and Volume 2, by the way.
I-
I did a stirring rendition.
I can't wait to hear
It's,
it.
it's compelling.
I mean, it can't be worse than the
Rich
Load
and
Load
compelling.
version.
All right, what do you not like
I
about
like
it?
that song.
What do you not like about it?
It's just like country music.
Because it's not metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like country music to
You
me.
can't say because it's not metal.
Until It Sleeps isn't metal. Until It Sleeps is alt
Nothing else
rock.
matters isn't
Oh,
metal.
because it's like
True.
country music.
Because it's country.
Yeah.
What's your deal with
That's why.
country music? Why are you such a butthole about it?
But
Why you don't like any country music?
you explain this.
No.
I'm going to grab another beer.
All right.
Like not even
yourself.
like a Johnny Cash,
Oh.
a Willie Nelson.
Yes. Yes. I'll listen to that and enjoy it. But
So you don't like pop country, right?
I mean, well, what else?
There's a difference between Florida Georgia Line
Yeah.
Right, I
or Luke
understand.
Bryan
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
Johnny Cash.
But even like, I wouldn't listen to like I got a 2.5 hour drive home.
Yeah.
I wouldn't listen to Johnny Cash 2.5 hours.
Well, yeah, I figured that.
Well, Mama
So-
Said's only 5 minutes.
Would you listen to Mama Said for 5 minutes?
Yeah,
No,
right.
I wouldn't do that either.
Really?
It does fall into the it's more like an outlaw, and you're a lyrics guy, and the lyric is so touching, so honest. Him and his mom.
I'll be honest. I probably haven't listened to it in 15 years. I probably heard it when in
I think you should-
97, and
I
that's it.
you know what?
I think you should
now
hop,
that you,
hop back in the pool.
Yeah, now that you bring that up, I think you should put that motherfucker on repeat for 2 hours.
Yeah. 2
Well,
hours.
That's not happening.
I
will listen
Or
to
do this.
I will listen to it.
Do this. Make a playlist of Mama Said by Metallica and Mama Said by Lenny Kravitz and just go back and forth. So once you're sick
I
of
can
Mama
do
Said by
that.
Metallica, then
I
it's
can do
like,
that.
then it goes into boom, bam, bam, bam,
That song rocks.
Oh,
That song rocks.
It's rocking.
Okay, I accept that, and you're probably in company with many people who also hate that song because of the. You know I play guitar in a country band, right?
Yes.
You know I've written many country songs.
Remember you were asking me if I say stuff knowing that people are listening?
Yes.
Well,
There you go.
does that
Well,
does
... Fill in the blank.
Does that prove my point that I'll say shit that
You're speaking your mind. I
Yes.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Speaking truth to power over here, Brad. Baby.
The will to power.
I like Brad Blazik because he just says it how it is.
I like some
He's
people
a straight
say,
shooter.
Look, some people say Star Wars, some people say Star Trek. I like Star Trek.
Star Trek is great.
You get on track
And
with
Star
And the
Wares.
stars.
on track to the stars with Leroy Leonard Nimroy.
Nimroy.
Leroy Nimroy.
All right, least favorite song on
Ronnie.
That was my
I can't hang with that one at all. Always a skipper.
that was my other one. I went between those two.
yeah.
I kind of wondered if, I wondered if everyone was going to say Ronnie. But
I love Ronnie.
That kind of has a
Dude.
country vibe too. With that guitar lick.
Anytime James Hetfield's holding a Telecaster, I'm A-okay.
you're down.
I prefer when he holds a Telecaster on the Black Album for My Friend in Misery
Do
with a
you?
B-bender on it.
Do you?
Everyone listening knows what a B-bender is, okay?
Oh,
Brad Lyons.
Yeah, mine's Ronnie.
Same?
Yeah.
Okay. This is tough for Clint.
probably Wasting My Hate.
I love that song.
Good day, how do?
Other than that part. Good day, how do? That's country.
I want to
Good day, man, how do?
How do it? Send a smile to you.
I do like Wasting My Hate, though. It's got a cool little energy.
Great guitar parts.
Cure would be maybe another one I would
Yeah.
like. Poor Twisted Me, Cure, and the one I just said.
Cool.
Oh, Wasting My Hate. They all kind of occupy the same space
Yeah.
for me. But I think they sound so good, and they're such fun, different sounding songs from Metallica that
Totally.
I can handle them for 15 minutes. When I was a kid, I would listen to that shit on repeat because it was the new Metallica record. But these days, I'll dip in.
Yeah.
I don't skip them. I don't skip anything on these records. But I also don't listen to them as much.
Right. Well, I texted you the other night. I was like rearranging my
You were
studio.
doing the loads, right?
I listened to Load and Reload twice, both records twice through the night when I was like rearranging my studio. And
Any new revelations? Any new
yes,
thoughts?
like Cure. All of a sudden, I was like,
I love Cure.
I was hanging these boards in my studio to hang a bunch of guitars on, and I was like using my drill, like cause I had a belt of tools, and I had my power tools. And then I went
Was
to that.
Ronaldo around?
Ronaldo. That's a good
Was he
Modern Family quote.
Was he around?
Oh yeah, he was there.
Good.
There's a great Modern Family. If anybody listening watches Modern Family, I'm getting this real quick. Do you guys
No, we're
watch
not.
it?
No, we're not total fucking nerds.
Okay, no, listen, this is a good one. So there's an episode where Mitch goes over to his dad's house, to Jay's house, and he returns his tool belt. And he's like, Mitch, what are you doing here? He's like, oh, I came to return your belt of tools. He goes, so were you hit? He goes, what are you talking about? He's like, well, I assumed you were a construction worker. Was Cam an Indian? He goes, Dad, we were actually doing some construction around the house. He's like, oh, really? He's like, what'd you make? He goes, a gift wrapping station. He goes, and we're back. It's such a good scene.
I love that shit.
A belt of tools. What are we talking about?
We're moving on now to favorite song off of Reload. Right? I don't know.
Yes.
I'm losing
Yes.
the thread.
We are. Yeah, you're right.
Is this the worst episode in the world?
No way.
My favorite
The way
song,
Jose. No.
You can hate this episode, but trust me, it's the best one. I promise.
Are you Jose?
No way.
No way, Ronaldo.
What's your favorite song off of Reload, Brad? Please.
Memory Remains.
Yes. Yes.
I thought you were going to pick that one.
Did you?
I did.
Heavy rings on fingers wave, another star denies the grave. See the nowhere crowd, cry their nowhere cheers of honor. Good night, dark continent.
Nice fade out, by the way.
Remember to put talcum powder on your butthole.
All right, my turn. My turn.
And I'm unforgiven as well. Unforgiven 2.
Good one.
My favorite track.
That's a good song.
Yeah. Love it.
But it's your least favorite of the trilogy.
It is. Good memory.
Thank
Your memory remains. I love looking at Clint's computer screen, seeing his wave file.
All the clipping.
Yeah. Territorial clippings. Boom, Nirvana joke.
Nirvana.
Yeah. Unforgiven 2. I think it's fucking awesome.
All right, Bradley.
I love that song. Memory.
Wow.
I'm betting yours is towards the back half of the record.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go just because of who I am and where I've been and where I'm going.
If you really talked like that, we would not be friends.
No, the thing, I meant it when I was saying it just now. Because of who I am and where I've been and where I'm going.
Yeah, but the way he said it was fucking perfect.
It's like Joel Osteen.
It was very Joel Osteen.
Because of who I've been. Wait, I even
I'm
got
good
it wrong.
enough. I'm smart enough.
And gosh darn
And
it,
gosh darn it, my favorite song of Reload is Carpe Diem Baby.
Ooh.
Oh, all right.
Carpe diem, baby. That's a good riff.
I love it. Tom Quee. Hello. Hi and hello. I'm Tom Quee. I hate Carpe Diem's Baby. I had Carpe Diem's Baby. A dingo ate my Carpe Diem's Baby. Hello. Hi and hello.
Hi, hello. We already covered that episode because that was in the
Hi and welcome
C's.
back and hello. He always says a lot of highs and hellos.
He's a greeter.
Hello and hi and greetings.
He wants
and
people to feel welcome. Because
Well,
he
he's-
knows that when he starts talking shit on a certain song, he's going to get some hate. So he wants to make people feel welcome, lure them in.
Well, I
And he's
said hello 7
Unforgiven
times.
sucks. I'm Tom Quee.
How could you be mad at me, mate? I said hello 7 times.
Yeah. Who gets mad at that? Right?
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 That.
That's right.
We went down Salisbury Hill.
Since my baby left
Left
me,
me.
found a
Had
new
no
place
place
to
to
dwell.
dwell.
I just think the same key, I suppose.
Had a late steak.
Late steak.
Late steak, dude.
Late fish and chips.
You're totally going to use late fish and chips. That's the British version.
Verse.
Version.
That's the British venison.
Duh.
This is what happens when I drink a beer.
That's version.
Ga, 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 ga.
Getting on a pedal tavern later. All right.
Least favorite song on Reload.
Yeah.
fuel.
Ooh.
Really?
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me... That's the wrong answer?
You like Low Man's lyric more than Fuel. I can't believe that. I refuse to accept this.
I am not familiar enough with half of the songs on Reload.
Oh, so you're not a Metallica fan? Yeah.
Oh, right.
I forgot.
Brad, you got some
Okay,
shit
I'm
to
back
listen
now.
to on
I'm
your
back
drive
now.
home.
I got it.
today.
I got it.
Cool. I forgot. Gotcha. Fuel.
I know right now what we need to do before he leaves to drive home
Yes.
to wonderful Paris, Tennessee, is
Jafe.
make him a playlist.
Jafe.
Jeff?
Jafe.
Jess?
Jafe.
Jeff?
Jafe. I'm saying yes.
He needs a playlist, which is basically the back half of Load and Reload.
Yes.
Pretty much.
You sounded like a guy who might sing Mama Said just then. Pretty much.
I've been in Paris too long.
I don't mean to be telling tales out of school now, but pretty much.
Fuel. Wow.
Man.
It's just like the ultimate cock rock song.
No.
It's like a Nickelback
What?
song. It's like
No. A Nickelback song.
the rock bands that are trying to be like Metallica. That's what that song sounds like.
Avenged Sevenfold is trying to be like Metallica.
Yeah. I could see them.
You think they're in this? They're going to play the same.
Fuel.
They're going to play the same bill as Nickelback.
Actually, they probably would.
Really? Maybe I don't know
think
enough
so.
about this.
I don't know much about Avenged Sevenfold other than I don't really care for them, but
You like Slither more?
Don't know it.
Well, that's not even the back half. Have you listened to any song past Memory Remains?
he knows track 1 and 2.
You like that? What about Devil's Dance, Slither,
I love
Better Than
Devil's
You?
Dance.
Better
Love
Than You? You
Devil's
like Better
Dance.
Than You? It won a Grammy.
It's
He made $1 million.
All right.
What's that quote from?
He
I
made
didn't hear you.
he made $1 billion.
What is that? I know that. What is that from?
What you got to do is you got to use your brain, like the guy that came
Oh,
up
Office Space.
Oh yeah.
with the pet rock. They were like, the pet rock. He's like, well, he made $1 billion.
He made $1 million.
He goes, I had an idea like that once, and no one says anything. And one guy goes, what was it? And he goes, well, all right then.
All right then.
The jump
Jump to
conclusions,
conclusions,
Matt.
Matt.
You've got a mat, and there's a bunch of conclusions.
That you jump to, and he
That
goes,
you jump to.
he goes, that's Michael Bolton goes, that's horrible. And he goes, yes, it's terrible.
Yes, this is a terrible idea.
You know, there are people in this world that don't have to put up with all this shit. Like that guy that invented the pet rock. You see, that's what you have to do. You have to use your mind and come up with some really great idea like that, and you can make millions, never have to work again.
You think the pet rock was a really great idea?
Sure it was. The guy made $1 million. You know, I had an idea like that once, a long time ago.
Really? What was it, Tom?
Well, all right. It was a jump to conclusions mat. You see, it would be this mat that you would put on the floor and would have different conclusions written on it that you could jump to.
That is the worst idea I've ever heard in my life, Tom.
Yes. Yes, it's horrible. This idea.
Okay, where are we at? Least favorite song
with
on
me.
Reload for Ethan?
Ethan, it's a tough choice between two tracks. I'm going with Where the Wild Things Are.
Oh, no, sir. No, sir.
It
Why do
it
you
was
hate
between
Jason
that-
Newsted?
I don't hate Jason Newsted.
Well,
Getting
your actions,
wolves out there.
Your actions and choices speak differently.
It was between that and Prince Charming.
Yeah, I can see Prince Charming.
Yeah, but I'm sticking to my guns.
In fact, I'm going to go ahead and say Prince Charming is mine.
Okay.
What about you, Bradley Lyons?
That's what I was going to say.
Prince
No shit,
Charming?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Either that or yeah.
What-
I'm
what-
gonna go with
It's
that.
unanimous though.
Low man's
Brad,
or-
Brad Blazek is full of shit. Because Fuel is fucking awesome.
Fuel.
Are you?
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about this when we're done recording. I didn't know that.
I feel
Fuel.
like you guys need to do like a sub episode on Single Podcast Theory about why he hates Fuel.
Dude, when we saw Fuel at the show, were you not blown away by that?
I was into it.
Yeah.
Seeing them play it live, yeah. But I'm going by the songs that I know.
You know 2 songs off of Reload.
I mean,
You know the Reload EP.
Do you know the song Fixer?
no.
Really?
Right. I don't.
Great song.
And I see that on the forums all the time, like people freaking out like they never play it, they need to play it.
It is a very beloved deep cut.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, Yeah, basically after Better Than You, I've heard all of them back when this album first came out.
Okay.
But I just don't listen to them
And
since
you were
then.
a young, just pissed off punk in Paris, Tennessee, going, fuck the last half of it. Fuck everything after Fuel.
Wow.
Is that how you sounded when you were younger?
Yeah.
I hate everything after the first chorus of Fuel.
Do you sound like the voice we often do on the show?
Fuck, track 1 and 2 are pretty cool.
Track 1 and 2 give me a boner.
I go and lay in front of the Eiffel Tower in Paris, Tennessee with a boner and listen to Memory Remains.
Remember when you were a kid and that'd be like a way of saying something was cool? Oh, dude, it gave me
Dude, it totally gave me a
I
wood.
had a hard on for that.
Could you imagine if that was real life? Like, you just were like,
That would be
driving your car.
unfortunate.
It'd
Like
be
everything I
very
like gives me an
unfortunate.
erection. Like crap,
Right.
I can't go out in public anymore.
Exactly. You're driving your car, like, you're pulling into like the Kroger parking lot to get groceries. Fuel comes on, you're like, man, this fucking song is awesome. And then you have a boner and you have to get out of the car to go shopping. You're like, damn it.
You'd have to have like a holster for your dingus underneath.
Well,
your
that's
pants.
the rubber band part of your undies.
Yeah. Waistband it, dude.
Because high school is a hard time for a young man because just anything will trigger that.
Oh.
So you'd get called up to like do a math problem, and you would have
worst.
what we called in our day an NRB,
Yeah.
which was a no reason boner.
Just cause.
Eddie Murphy did a good bit on that on his Delirious special. He's like, remember when you're sitting in class for no reason, your dick get hard? Your dick be going, hey man, what's going on out there?
Oh my god, I've faked so many maladies in high school, like bad back or whatever, to try and like work my way into getting up there without just like boner.com.
You got to waistband it. You got to waistband
When you were
it.
in high school, did you ever like, be excused to use the restroom, go in there and you get a little pee-pee on your your jeans? It happens.
Yeah.
A little post.
And then
What do you mean about in high
poster.
school? That's like every time I pee now.
Right, but in high school, you're like a freshman or sophomore.
Oh, your life's over.
You have like a couple drops of pee-pee
Yeah.
on your jeans. You have to walk back into class.
Yeah.
Bummer.
We're just sticking with
No, I don't
pee-pee.
give a shit. I'm
This
not
is how I hold my books.
Yeah.
This
No, but
yeah.
in the middle of class, you don't take your books to the
Right?
bathroom.
Yeah, that's true too.
What? I was brushing my teeth.
Yeah.
I was eating Chinese food and a little bit of coconut milk.
The truth is, I was listening to Metallica in the bathroom.
And pee-pee came out.
Yeah,
Pee-pee came out.
that's what happens. All right.
God, where are we at?
Saint Anger.
All right, Saint Anger, favorite song. We're skipping Garage Inc., by the way.
Saint
I'm
Anger.
growing tired of this premise.
Frantic.
Really?
Frantic is your favorite?
Yeah.
All right, Easton.
Saint Anger, the title track.
Yeah. Those were the two.
All 300
For
minutes
me.
of it. All never-ending story minutes of it. Bradley, favorite Saint Anger song?
Saint Anger.
Come on.
Let's hear it.
My favorite song is, it was a toss-up between The Unnamed Feeling, which is I did not choose, and Dirty Window, which I definitely chose.
That's a good choice.
Boom, 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 boom,
I tried it again, man. I listened to Saint Anger on the way up here from the drive.
It's hard.
And I just
It's hard.
It's tough.
It's real hard.
I do feel like we're...
Talking about listening to the record or something else?
Oh!
NRB. Except it wasn't an
Turn
NRB.
the joke around.
That was pro.
Thank you. Feeling good about that.
Fashion.
Remember that horrible commercial? It was for like, I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. And it was the girl from Will and Grace that had the high voice. And it was like, turn the tub around, talking about nutrition or something like that.
Really?
It was like, no trans fats in the song. It was like, I remember me and my wife saw it on TV and we're like, is that the girl from Will and Grace? Like,
Yeah.
that's what she's doing now?
Yeah, right.
And she's like dancing with a tub of butter. It's super awkward. We'll watch it on YouTube later.
Okay, cool.
It's going to be awesome.
That'd be great.
Least favorite song on Saint Anger?
The rest.
All of it.
Just kidding.
Sweet Amber.
Ooh.
Ooh, how sweet are you? Becky's here. Oh my God.
Hi. I dyed my hair this weekend. You'll never guess what color. Sweet Amber.
Oh, it's going to look so good on the Pedal Tavern.
But don't tell Amber because she'll take it the wrong way and she's a bitch
She
anyway.
totally will. I just love this.
But she's sweet.
She's
She's sweet. No, she's my best friend, but she's a total
She's
bitch.
a sweet
She can be
bitch.
savory sometimes.
Look, she's not even a bitch. She's the bitch. She's the queen of bitches. Don't tell her I said that because she's
yeah.
my best friend.
Totally. Oh, this is a tough one to pick my least favorite, to be honest, because
They're all so horrible.
there's
Oh, come on. No,
well,
they're-
I've come around on a few. This is tough, but I'm going with Shoot Me Again.
pretty rough.
that is
Pretty rough.
Shoot me again. I
I
ain't
dare
dead
ya.
yet. Are you?
Brad Lyons has a look on his face like, I've never heard that.
Come on, shoot me again. Shoot me again. Come on, shoot me. I'm like, stop, James. Stop it.
We don't want to.
Get out.
Is it Frantic that has the lyric in it? Why am I blanking?
Lifestyle determines my death style. That is Frantic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
that's
what?
my least favorite.
Wait,
Wow.
Oh wait. Well, lifestyle.
No.
That's Death Magnetic.
That's
No, it's on this
You're
record.
fired.
yeah.
You fired. My lifestyle.
Oh shit! I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm sorry. I'll leave.
That's the song "Saint Anger." I incorrectly said "Frantic," but that is "Saint Anger."
No, least favorite.
Saint Anger is your favorite.
No, St. Anger has Flush It Out. You flush it out. You flush it out.
That's right.
It has both.
Does it?
Yes. Frantic is frantic, tick, 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 tock, Doc.
Brown.
Doc Emmerich Brown.
Emirate. It's airlines.
It's heirloom wheat that gives me diarrhea.
What's your least favorite song, Clint?
Purify.
Purify?
Purify. It's like an Evanescence B-side. Which is one of the worst things you can say.
It's true.
It's an Evanescence B-side.
Worse than Fuel is a Nickelback song?
That was one of the worst things you can say about you. What I just said was one of the worst things you can say about a song.
About Evanescence.
All right, we're getting really close to the finish line here before we get to some March Madness.
This record is going to be a little tough for me, I think.
Does anyone want to pause and talk about anything? Any questions?
Anything on your you want to get off your chest?
Anything?
Are you trying to say something?
I'm just trying to see if we can break up the format a little bit. If the answer is no, we'll move right on along.
I'm
to
having
Death
a great
Magnetic.
time.
All right, you having a good time?
I'm having a great time. I think our fans are digging this so far.
Okay. Well, the okays get higher and higher as my conviction in the truth of the okay gets lower. Well, okay. All right, Death Magnetic. The Boys Return to Thrash, 2008. Rick Rubin's masterpiece. Doesn't sound great, but it... What's your favorite song on Death Magnetic?
My Apocalypse.
Whoa, coming out with the
That's kind of like
record-ending
the
barn
Damaged
burner.
Yeah, exactly.
I have been really digging that song lately too, big time. Especially the real Kill 'Em All riff in the middle. The solo's over.
Real Kill 'Em All.
It's real Kill 'Em All.
So Kill 'Em All.
It's literally.
Totally, literally.
I really wanted to say End of the Line.
Okay, what's stopping you?
Suicide. I'm just kidding. I'm going All Nightmare Long.
Ooh.
Because we hunt you down with our mercy.
Yes.
Yes. I agree with you.
I love that song.
I know.
Another song I really wasn't that stoked on until we did the show.
Mm-hmm. When I first got the record, I remember listening to that, and the chorus really stood out to me on that song. Just it kind of had a bit of old school hit in there, and the riff is cool. And
I love that Kirk's up. I know I just did that shitty, but the really fast.
It sounded like a game show.
You win a new car.
Yeah. I love Kirk's contribution to that song that goes do 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 you do you do
Do.
do 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 you. Bradley Lyons, favorite song on Death Magnetic. What could it be? What could it be now? But try to down shit.
do you like bees now?
Day That Never Comes?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, you asking us?
No, I'm
Is
trying to
that
decide.
okay?
No, this is one of those records like I think it was actually you, Clint, got me to. Cause Saint Anger for me was so bad that I kind of
Get off the ride.
got off the ride
Many
for a
of
little
us
bit
did.
there.
Many of us did, including me.
Hardwired got me back on, and since that, and we've had a couple of conversations, like we talked about. You're the one that turned me around on Backspacer too. So this almost feels like a new record to me. But
Shoot, I wish I could say that. I'd love to hear this all again for the first time.
Yeah. Take a break for like a year.
Okay.
Impossible.
yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
Day Never Comes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a strong choice.
Yeah, very strong.
Great
I like
song.
that. I like that
It's like
song.
the fade to black of this record.
Absolutely.
The Sanitarium.
Yeah.
One.
1, 2.
Motor breath. I'm going to have to give it up because I'm on a kick with this song.
The Dam That Never Comes.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm gonna go with Judas Kiss.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
The lyric is so cool. Like, obviously, James has that religious background stuff, but like the idea of the betrayal and how you carry it with you. And he says, but then he ties it into humanity. It's to me, it's a similar lyrical thread to what's happening with Hardwired.
Right.
And that breakdown after Solar says, "Judas lives, recite this vow: I become your new god now." I'm like, fuck.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm listening.
Okay.
Yeah. Wake up.
I'm awake.
That's it, John.
Sergeant Bilko?
Sergeant Hetfield, is that you?
All right, what's your least favorite?
I might get another fuck you from this side, but Unforgiven 3. Here it comes.
Listen, Brad, you're entitled to your choice. I thought it was going to be something else. Having said that, you chose Unforgiven 3, so fuck you. I take offense to that, especially because I covered that on our cover of World Black and Volume 1.
Yeah, he's right. He's right. He's right about that.
But that's where you say, Brad, but Ethan, I like your version better.
See, it's way too late. Way too late.
It's over.
You're so past that point.
Well, what do you not like about it? Dare I ask? Do you ask? Because it's a slow jam.
Yeah, and I have this weird thing about it's a sequel to another song.
You don't dig that?
No.
So did you not care for Unforgiven 2?
Correct.
Would you be blown away if I said Hetfield always intended it as a trilogy?
Oh shit! I better go back and listen in this new light.
I don't think.
I'm trying to think of other moments.
Hey, but again, this goes back to what we said with the first few albums. I like all these songs.
Sure.
So it's hard to pick one that I just don't like.
Get it?
I was trying to think of other songs in rock and roll history that have sequels, and the one that sprung to mind. This supports your theory that you do not like them. Is Pink Floyd's "Another Brick in the Wall"? Guess how many of those there are?
I don't even know. Part 2?
3.
3 parts.
3.
The second one is the one you've heard on the radio.
Right.
"Another Brick in the Wall" Part 2. Any other sequels anyone can think of in rock and roll history?
Not many of our listeners probably know this, but the Cardigans, "Long Gone Before Daylight," they did. I'm sorry, on Super Extra Gravity, they did, and then "You Kissed Me Too."
They
did?
But it's
separate
albums?
2 different albums.
Yeah.
So were these.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Unforgiven 1 is not on this.
The reason I'm saying that is because Suicide Note Part 1 and Part 2
Pantera, Great Southern Trendkill.
But they're on the same album right after each other.
Yeah,
That's
right.
a weird...
So a concept record doesn't bum you out, where the songs make sense narratively.
Right.
There's a lot of Part 2s and 3s and 4s on Rush records, but they're on the same record.
Vitor and the Snow Dog?
Part 5. Vitor and the Snow Dog. I can't even.
Some
Are
of
you
my
guys Rush fans?
Yes.
Kinda.
I watched the documentary.
It's great.
Which really, truly blew my mind.
Really?
And
You haven't seen it?
The dude.
Oh, it's awesome.
Well, so here's the deal.
Because I'm not a fan.
This is probably what's
but-
good for you though, because like I wasn't really either. I always kind of respected them. I know they're great musicians, but I watched that documentary and was like, "Oh, this is." I didn't buy any records yet, but I was like, when I peek over that black hole. And so the drummer in the band I play in Rush is his favorite band. So I told him, I said, "Hey, dude, saw the documentary. So many things about them I did not know. Real impressed. I need you to kind of guide me through this goddamn Dungeons and Dragons game."
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So check the documentary.
Oh, you should.
Because maybe we could do it
Yeah,
together.
because there's a lot of
Because there's a lot of
Rush out
material.
there.
But maybe we could do it together. We're like,
I'm in the same spot. Like, it's not that I think they're terrible musicians or anything. I know they're talented as fuck.
this
but
doc is pretty serious, dude.
I've never given.
Like
Yeah,
Neil
it's a
Peart
great-
writes all the lyrics, and he went through this shit where his kid got killed.
And his
and
wife.
Who did?
Or his
Neil
wife died.
Peart.
Oh,
His
I didn't know
teenage
that.
daughter died, and he went insane with
fuck.
grief. And then he had to like relearn how to play drums.
Dude, it's
That's
great.
bizarre.
Even if
It's
you're not a
crazy.
fan, it's a great music documentary.
It's a great,
I'll watch
totally.
it.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called
Beyond the Lighted Stage.
Beyond
Beyond the
Lighted
Lighted
Stage.
Stage.
Okay.
Because they went from like their first band without Neil Peart, they were just like a straight up rock trio.
Yeah.
And then it started to get kind of progressive in the 70s.
Didn't
and
really
then,
get proggy until like their second or third record.
Well, then they got real synthy.
Yeah.
in the 80s.
And then they kind of they had to find their way through the 90s, and they put out records and sold out arenas every year for 40 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they had a great sense of humor. Like it's deep, dude. It's deep
That's
shit.
cool.
Oh, yeah.
Now, having said that, I'm kind of in the middle of a Rush fan because I just know it's going to be a commitment,
Yeah,
and
it's a
I'm
commitment.
not currently prepared to do
I
that.
went through a Rush phase in high school with my friend who was a drummer. Most drummers love Neil Peart. It was my first arena show I ever saw, and I dove into like moving pictures, Presto,
Yeah.
2112. A lot of the synthy stuff I didn't really love.
What's Fly
A
By
lot-
Night?
It's like their third album.
Third?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I did
owl on
was
the cover?
Yeah.
what I did was I downloaded about 8 songs from the soundtrack of the documentary where I paused it and Shazammed it or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want this song. Like Mystic something. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But Fly By Night was one of them.
Yeah.
The song.
The song
What's
Fly
track
By Night.
1 on the record?
Yeah, it's the top.
That
track.
it is.
Or was there one called Radio something?
Spirit of Radio?
Spirit of Radio.
That's a great one.
I don't know it well enough to decipher that saxophone part, but
It's basically a sax solo by Alex Lifeson.
Yeah, dude. Have you gotten a playlist from him yet? From your buddy?
well, we're big vinyl nerds. So what we're doing is we go to vinyl shops every weekend. So I'm trying to find the right one.
Moving Pictures.
I mean, that's the
That's
most,
my recommendation.
That's probably the most classic one.
I'm not like huge Rush fan.
You're not a giant.
Right. But I do like them a lot.
Cool.
So
I feel like I will like them. I'm just not. I don't have the armor's
his
not ready
voice
for the
doesn't
journey.
automatically turn you off, obviously.
No, dude, I like Tom Waits and Bob Dylan and Neil Young and Jeff Tweedy.
So, what would you say is your least favorite song of Moving Pictures?
Spirit of Radio. Xanadu.
Fuck you.
Xanadu.
I don't know any of those songs. All right, we're on Death Magnetic. What happened? Who said their least favorite yet?
I said Unforgiven 3.
Oh, that's
it
right.
turned
And it
into
bummed
all
Ethan
this.
out. Yeah. All right.
I know what you and I are probably choosing.
Yeah, Suicide.
Redemption.
Suicide. Yeah.
So, yes.
And what sucks is I love that song's growing on me a lot too. That
Yeah.
I love that song.
Da,
But
da, da, da,
but-
da, I don't hate the song.
It's too like mishmash. Like their other Orion, Call of Cthulhu, they have like a through line
Yeah.
of where it makes sense that they're going to the next part of the song. Suicide and Redemption is just like, let's take this
I wonder
and
if
this
that's
and this and
because-
Frankenstein it all together.
I think they all kind of feel like that. I wonder if it's because you haven't listened to it as much.
What do you mean?
Once you get
oh,
they all feel Frankenstein-y
Really?
to me.
Okay.
But we've all listened to those other ones so much
yeah.
that they sound like one thing. But Suicide Redemption is one of my least listened to Metallica songs.
Yeah.
But there is a big melody that da 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 da, and the whole crowd sings it. The James
Yeah.
melody.
That part's good.
I mean, it feels more and more like a song to me the more I listen to it. That's
Yeah.
my only point.
Right.
That's just for me though.
Yeah.
The
It's
first
just, it's
time-
just pretty long.
It's like their second longest song.
Yeah. And to me, there's not many really interesting places it goes to. So
Yeah. I'm with you. So, all right, our last record, Hardwired to Self-Destruct. Favorite
yeah.
song?
off of Lulu.
I know what yours is, but
Yeah.
you want me to guess it?
Sure.
Atlas.
Yeah. Love fucking Atlas Rise.
Good choice.
I mean, the first 4 songs I fucking love on that album, but Atlas is the one.
You're a fan of Now That We're Dead?
Yeah.
Cool. I wouldn't have guessed that. It's very loady. Loady, reloady.
I'm gonna have to listen to it again.
Only heard it one time.
Reload it the first time.
All right, favorite song off Hardwired to Self-Destruct. I'm gonna guess for you. May I? Do you already know what it is yet? Have you decided? Because you still have a contemplative look.
I'm
on your
deciding
face.
between two right now.
Okay, so should I wait for you?
I feel like you're going to guess one that is what I'm not deciding between.
I doubt that.
Go for it.
Halo on Fire.
No,
That's not even in the 2?
that's in my that would be number 3.
Crap!
Wow.
I'm going Moth on the Flame.
Okay.
It was between that and Atlas Rise.
Okay. Right on. Bradley Lyons?
Moth.
I'm going Moth, straight up.
Yeah.
I think Moth is one of the best songs
I was
I've
gonna
ever
say that's
written.
probably my second favorite.
I don't think Atlas will make it past this tour cycle, but I think they'll play Moth at every show they ever play from now on.
Yeah.
Moth is like
Yeah.
Sabbath true to me. Okay. Least favorite. The bummer part.
Am I Savage?
Ooh, I like that one.
Yes, you are. For
You're
Jesus.
super fucking savage.
So savage.
Do you like Of Wolf and Man?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So you don't the thread of like the lichen.
Lichen, lichen.
You
Are
talking
they
lyrically?
LinkedIn?
Yeah, the turning into a wolf.
I'm
and
more
all
into
this.
the music part of it. I just don't get into.
Okay. Right on. Cool. You're probably. Oh, I know what you're going to say. Murder One.
Yep.
Yeah,
Murder One.
I'm
yeah.
with you.
I used to not like Murder One so much.
You
but
into
it's
it now?
kind of grown on me. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I mean, I think we can
It
all
hasn't
agree
grown
that
on me for yet.
it hasn't.
In that way.
I don't hate it. I don't. I've skipped it a few times.
I saw someone say the other day, and I hadn't thought about this, and I agreed with it, that if it had been different lyrics, if it hadn't been this big built-up Lemmy thing,
Yeah.
where all the lyrics are kind of these weird callbacks to Lemmy,
Right.
that it would probably be better received.
Yeah.
I think that's what turned me onto it when I realized it was about him.
Oh, interesting.
Well, you've just debunked that whole theory. Thanks for being a gracious guest.
Here's the thing: does Murder One give you a boner? Yes or no? I'm going to say no.
I have an NRB, so I cannot attribute that to Murder One. I also
No.
can't stand up.
No boners here.
Boner free.
Well, we did it. We found our way through.
We did
If you
it.
guys want to, maybe shoot us an email, metalupyourpodcastshow@gmail.com. Let us know what your least and favorites are for each record. That'd be fun to see.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a massive cross-section.
For sure.
There's a lot of trues out there who are real unhappy with me for saying Metal Militia was my least favorite song on Kill 'Em All.
A lot of trues out there won't submit Blackout and Beyond.
I submit this to you. An actual true doesn't know what the internet is.
That's, you're probably correct.
Probably.
They're probably not listening.
Let alone a podcast.
What's a podcast?
Who am I? Really?
Sorry, I'm listening to Master of Puppets right now. What's a podcast?
Hold on, let me turn battery down. It's loud back there. Okay, now we're going to do this thing that we do sometimes that we like to call Metal Madness. It's where I've taken... What I did is... See, the Brads didn't know what the premise of this episode was going to be because I wanted to keep it loose and fun. So I asked everyone what their top 10 favorite Metallica songs were. Do you want me to read the full list of everybody?
I say we just jump into this.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, let's do it.
Now, I took the 5 that I thought would make sense from everyone that would be a fun Metal Madness.
Okay.
So, having said that, let's hop into some Metal Madness.
Let's do it.
Okay, here we go. I've taken 15, the top 5 of each ones, and then I think I just grabbed a random 6th one from somebody to make it a full 16. Now, I will not be participating. So the 3 of you will be battling.
That's right. We haven't ever done this with 4 people.
Nope.
So
and I'm
we
happy.
can't.
I'm happy to just.
You're the ref.
I'm happy to moderate.
Wait,
and
how
to
does this
give,
work?
To give you all shit. So
We just vote.
So we're gonna
Okay.
pit. We're gonna pit 2 songs against each other, and the best of 3 votes, and
okay,
that
I
song
gotcha.
goes to the next round.
All right.
It's just
fucking
fun.
do this.
All right,
And
here we go.
I'm getting in battle mode.
deliberation, debate, and even fisticuffs are encouraged and rewarded. So, first round, here we go. And we're going to go... well, actually, you guys can just jump in wherever you want.
Yeah, we kind of shout out.
Yeah, just kind of shout it out, because some of you may have to think about it, some of you are going to know. Now, Blackened versus Dyer's Eve.
Oh, come on.
Doesn't get easier.
God damn it.
Welcome.
I mean, those are.
I'm going Blackened.
All right, Ethan, one vote for Blackened.
Even though I said my favorite song on Justice for All was Dyer's Eve. But in this round, it is Blackened.
Well, I know what he's going to say.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
That's what's fun about the game.
No, you don't.
He just chose in contrary to his favorite song
I mean,
on the
you
record.
probably do, but you don't.
And what did you say?
He went Blackened.
Blackened.
Okay. Well, I'm going Dyer's Eve.
Oh, tiebreaker goes to Mr. Bradley Bradlington Lyons of Single Podcast Theory.
My brother.
I know, bud, but this is my favorite. It's like my favorite Metallica song, Blackened.
Okay, Blackened moves on. And by the way, that was the correct choice.
By the way, you guys are right. Ding, ding, ding.
I was prepared to sling some hard shit.
Fuck you, Brad Lyons.
Oh, come on.
Lots of fuck yous today.
All right, Creeping Death versus Master of Puppets.
Holy shit.
This might be the toughest one we've done.
Yeah.
Because it's comprised of everyone's favorites.
Exactly,
That's what was so
yeah.
juicy
Yeah.
about it.
God damn. I mean, I love Creeping Death,
Do you?
but. But puppets.
You going Puppets?
No.
he was just
I'm just-
thinking out loud.
Yeah. Shit.
I mean, I've made up my mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Puppets.
All right.
Oh, I'm just going to be the tiebreaker every time.
Okay.
You can throw yours out before he
Did you say
is
creep?
yours creeping?
No.
Know that you don't know, or know it's puppets?
No, I'm going with
I
puppets.
can't-
I'm going with puppets.
So it's
matter what you think now.
So it's
Yeah,
puppets.
I'm fucked.
What would you have chosen?
I have to go Creeping Death.
All right. Well, doesn't
Just
matter.
because-
it truly doesn't matter.
I know.
So, like, at the very end, let's say we went to a Metallica show, they had not played Master of Puppets or Creeping Death yet. They come back on stage for like their 8th encore, and Hetfield's like, "Look, we literally
have-
can only play one more
Yeah.
song, and then we're breaking up as a band."
You're gonna put that on me?
Creeping
man.
death.
Are they asking me?
Yeah, they'll have
Yes.
Blazing. We see you down there.
We see that Pearl Jam
Love the
Stickman
podcast,
tattoo.
by the way.
I'll calf, dude.
I'll go Master of Puppets.
More to say?
No. No.
You would have chose Creep, though.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, dude, there's no wrong
I
answers.
probably wouldn't make it out alive.
Unless they're wrong. Here we go.
Unless they're incorrect.
Oh, my God, you were going to hate this one. You're going to hate it. The Frayed Ends of Sanity. Brad Blazek's favorite song off of And Justice for All versus Brad Blazek's favorite song of Master of Puppets, Damage Inc.
I'm going Frayed Ends.
Oh, Jesus,
I
that
know
wasn't
what
that
these two
hard.
are gonna pick.
You don't know shit. He's a huge Frayed Ends fan.
I covered the damn
Yeah.
song.
It was great.
Thank you.
One vote for
Thank you
Frayed
very
Ends of
much.
Sanity.
Do you know yours?
Blood will follow blood.
Wait, it was Frayed Ends or what?
Damage Inc.
Oh, I'm going Damage Inc.
Uh-oh, the tiebreaker
Tiebreaker.
goes to Ethan Lucky. I have to ask myself this question. Do you feel Ethan Lucky?
Damage
Well,
Incorporated.
Do you, punk?
So
Or
Damage
Inc.
goes.
Yeah, Damage goes. Look at those waveforms. I know where to set the compressor to when I edit this episode.
Set it to stun.
Set it stun.
Quit talking about how my levels are peaking, god damn it. It's embarrassing me.
It's just a sly way of saying that you still have a boner. Clint, your level's peaking.
Okay, Atlas Rise versus Moth in the Flame. The battle of hardwired to self-destruct.
Alice.
All right,
Atlas.
Blaze is going Atlas.
Moth.
Tiebreak. Oh, did you say Moth? Let me set up.
Sorry.
Should I just leave?
Atlas,
now?
Moth. And the tiebreaker goes
I also love
to-
that we always say tiebreaker when it's two different answers. It's more of a decided. What would you call that?
It is a tiebreaker.
Are
Yeah,
we're tied in vote?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a legitimate tiebreaker.
All right, fine.
We're still in round one here. Come along with me to the second half of round one.
Join us.
Until It Sleeps. Brad Blazek's favorite song from Load versus Brad Blazek's favorite song from Reload, the one of only two songs he's ever heard. The Memory Remains.
I knew between these two.
Did you?
Between two ferns.
No one has to answer first, but that's on the table. Till It Sleeps.
I'm going with Memory.
All right. One vote for Memory Remains.
Sleeps.
All right. The tiebreaker goes to Easton.
It's nothing personal.
Another one.
Memory. It's mostly because of the like that song live. Just
but
that
I bet.
Marion Faithful part.
I don't want to speak out of turn here regarding the nature of this game here, but this is science.
You're using the scientific.
This is
method
basically how we decide science.
Yeah.
So,
This will be.
By the end of this, we should be able to have at least a clear picture of how to combat climate change.
yeah,
right now. Yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
thinking so.
Okay, Battle of the Instrumentals. Orion versus To Live Is To Die. I can tell you right now, I'd be voting for To Live Is To Die.
That's what I'm going with.
All right, Blazy, keeping it
Justice always wins.
in the end.
Orion.
All right, Brad Lyons for the tiebreak. Tribute to Cliff's death.
To live.
Ooh.
To Live Is To Die moves on.
Fuck you, Lions.
Sorry, man.
Okay, they're both great instrumentals. That's a tough one.
If I were to start a Metallica-themed restaurant, which who knows, I might do in a couple of weeks, it would be called To Live Is To Dine.
Ooh, nice.
I literally just came up with
I
that.
figured based upon your
I was
facial
not planning
expression.
on saying that.
To live
Oh,
is
man.
to damn.
What do you say?
To live is to damn.
Call back to the damn joke.
There you go. There
I'm
you go.
still-
Nice.
You could also call if it was like a fancier restaurant, just straight up call it Blackened.
You could. Would you like to see our Dyer's evening menu?
It's a pescatarian restaurant. Just blackened fish is the only thing they have.
only blackened salmon.
Don't bread on me.
No bread on me.
It's a anti-carb restaurant.
That's right.
Meat only, actually.
Meat only, yeah.
Metallica. Yeah.
Meat
Metallica.
into flame.
Yeah,
We grill everything in flames,
everything.
including James Hetfield. Okay, get it? He caught on fire one time.
Got it.
What are you looking at, homie?
Nothing.
Everything cool?
Yeah.
It's LinkedIn.
It's Friendster.
Trying to find that new job.
Oh.
I'll have to send the resume.
Battery versus Sabbath True.
That's a hard one for
Who's
me.
going to go first? Who's going to jump in the fire? Eason?
I'm about to jump in the fire.
Yes.
Sabbath True.
Yes.
Battery.
Oh,
Blazy, come on, man. Sabbath True.
There we go. Love it. Don't hate that. I do not hate it. Sad, but true.
Sabbath True.
Here's the last battle in the first round. Ride the Lightning. Title track of Ride the Lightning. Wikipedia. I just want to say Wikipedia. I want to quick thank you to Wikipedia for the wonderful resources on facts.
Yeah.
Ride the Lightning, title track of Ride the Lightning versus One.
Ooh.
Which one was on your top 10 list? No? One was on your top 10 list. No?
I don't remember.
Or was
I think
that a random one you threw in or something?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Whatever.
I don't think I
We're in
put
the
it
thick
on
of this round. Let's see. One.
Ride the Lightning versus One. Thrash Barn Burner, one of Kirk Hammett's best solos, versus one of the better ballads with another great Kirk solo and some great guitar harmony from Mr. James Hetfield. Inspired by the film written by Trumbo.
Film buff.
Film lover.
Yeah, I don't have to think. I know Lightning for me.
Ride the Lightning.
I'm going One.
Oh, Mr.
This is
Bradley.
not to try to exclude you, Brad.
Mr. Bradley Blaisdick. The tiebreaker.
This is hard.
Yes.
Because I did just
What, Ethan?
Yeah, that too. I did just say And Justice for All always wins, but with these two songs, I think I'm going with Lightning.
All right. And just like that, one of the greatest songs of all time is taken out of the round.
It's that simple, folks.
All right, we're moving on to round two. This is where things get real interesting.
Real heavy. Real hot and heavy.
Blackened
Salmon.
versus Master of Puppets. This man didn't even have to think about it. He already
Again,
knew.
Justice doesn't always win. in
Yeah,
the end.
how about that platitude just being completely empty?
Yeah.
Justice always wins except for here, and here.
You said puppets?
Yes.
Do you know what you want to choose, Lions? Say it.
It's Blackened.
I'm going puppets.
Yes.
Wow.
That's
Sorry.
a good choice.
I mean, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's really, really, really tough.
It was tough.
Yeah.
That was unpleasant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to not say Master of Puppets.
I don't feel good right now.
All the boners are gone, right?
Oh, yeah. Totally gone.
Damage Incorporated versus Moth into Flame.
Damage Inc.
Definitely the wrong answer. Come on, boys.
I'm going Moth.
Oh, shit.
Eason.
Put me in this position. It's really tough with something I've spent like most of my life listening to.
Mm-hmm. It is, man.
To something that's newer. If you guys could see Clint Wells right now, he's
He's having some sort of a
grooving
stroke or a...
Here's a song they'll never play again versus a song that is a now instant classic.
So one would say, why not go with the one they're never going to play again? You're never going to hear it again.
Oh, and choosing it on this list is going to reverse that fact.
You never know. Hetfield, you listening? I thought so.
Jimmy.
Moth and a Flame.
Yeah!
The plot thickens.
And Moth moves on to the next round. Here we go. Memory Remains versus To Live Is To Die.
Brad Blazing just gave some sass on that one.
Threw some shade. I think he was throwing shade at Memory.
Hey, hang on before you decide this.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Memory Remains.
Thank you.
Sorry, dude.
Are you with me?
Memory.
Lions is with me. What, you were gonna say To Live Is To Die?
Yeah. Justice. It always wins.
Until this one and this one and this one.
Here. It's like the micro machine guy
Justice
reading
over,
Yeah.
Overload.
You've never listened to the record Load. Plus, Memory Remains is from Reload.
Oh, wow.
See?
Ooh.
Exactly.
I love that.
Base.
Oh, well.
Okay, Sabbath True versus Ride the Lightning. Oh. The heaviest song in Metallica's catalog versus an early masterpiece. Again, self-titled.
No. Title track.
Title track from the record Ride the Lightning. Title track Ride the Lightning.
Off of Ride the Lightning.
Self-titled such. It's titled itself.
I got to go with Sad But True.
I go with Lightning.
Ethan, don't you fucking dare.
Lightning but true? I'm going Sad but True.
All right. He's right. Sad makes
We
it
all know
on.
that is the correct answer.
I can already tell what this is going to come down. I can already see the whole thing laid out.
Yeah. Blaze is going to be driving home just pissed.
Just sad.
He's going to make a playlist on the way home of all the songs that we voted out.
Okay. Master of Puppets versus Moth in the Flame. Now, nothing's sacred. You don't owe anyone shit. You can tell which one
This
I'm
is
wanting
my
to move
personal favorite between these two. Puppets.
on. All right. We got one vote for Master of Puppets.
That sucks, dude.
It does. Well, let me just pause real quick and say, how in the fuck is Master Puppets not their best song ever? Just in general.
Because there are two other songs called Blackened and Creeping Death, which have both been voted off.
I know. So, I don't know.
But Moth in the Flame is up there, dude.
I'm going Puppets.
All right.
It's not up there anymore. What were you going to say?
I haven't said anything yet.
Yeah, what did you say?
You already say Puppets?
You said Pop.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then.
No, but I want to know what you...
I want to know
What you
what
would
love
choose.
is.
I want to know if he likes
Between
Moth
those
in
two
the
songs,
Flame.
what would you choose? Yeah, you have to do it.
What was
Puppets and Moth?
I do Puppets.
All right.
So that would have been our first
You were my
unanimous.
first unanimous.
I'm not being a contrarian asshole. I would have chosen Moth.
I know.
I would have.
You like conflict.
I don't like conflict.
You like to push the envelope.
You know, I don't like to call them boundaries. I like to call them frontiers.
You are like edgy. So edgy.
But not for edgy's sake.
That's just how you are. It's
Not
who
like
you
Becky,
are.
who's a total bitch, by the way. But don't tell her I said that. She's my best friend.
Excuse me?
Total star fucker would do anything.
I'm
do anything
unfollowing
for
you
her
on
Instagram
all
follow.
social media.